Africa. Just to spoon you will know. If the children crying for starvation, just to spoon. You want to get a news update, my brother, to spoon. You want to know what is happening, Moravia, to spoon. Politicians want to make their decision, just to spoon. You want to know what happening in the ministry, to spoon. To spoon. To spoon. You from Vonjema, Maryland, to spoon. To spoon. If you eat keep on graduate.
Go to the villages and towns. Get your counselors to interview victims. When you gather information, then you will come to the perpetrator and tell the perpetrator, for example, Thomas Yaya Nimlin, you killed innocent basic victims. Then I will go there with my people and we'll sit and the victims will come. And David will say, so you killed my mother. Then I will ask him, you killed this woman? And he will say, yes. And I said, sir, I'm sorry. He said, no, I'm not going to forgive you. That information will be recorded as you travel around the country. It is not the commissioner that will sit at whatever building they started the last time, and they say, you guilty, you guilty. How do you know that I'm guilty? Nobody went to these villages to talk to the victims. Have we talked to the victims today? Our justice would have sought a broad way to move on. You came here, put your documents together. 4 out of 9 signed. So we signed this document today, and only 3 people signed, and the other 6 did not sign. So the 6 that did not sign, are they the one that will approve this document? 4 out of 9 signed. The other 5 commissioners did not sign. So today we are running with the document from TRC Commission with the 5 signatories, and we took it to legalize it to begin to prosecute it. So my question is, are we ready? I remember when I was Foreign Minister, Alan White came to my office. And he asked me to sign a document that had to do with Chancellor. And I said, oh, Chancellor, it's not our problem, it's your problem. And they took Chancellor and took him to the Hague. It was not Liberia's problem according to the UN. Came to Monrovia here and started gathering witnesses and paying witnesses to go and testify against Chancellor.
Did they prove it or false it?
Well, you will find the evidence.
Fair.
We're not just Chancellor, no, my dear brother. People that were apprehended in London, in London and other countries, they put them in jail and they pay witnesses to testify against them, and at last they said 2-3 years and they were free. And they were free because the witnesses were paid. Are we ready? Three weeks ago, this war crime came on, and the radio stations were bombarding for war crimes. And I said in my office, can we take care of first thing first? Crimes cannot get eradicated. Nuremberg from Israel, Nuremberg cases been tried for 50 years. This arrest government has said that they want to do business first. We are still employing and doing confirmation hearings of your ministers, deputy ministers, assistant ministers. We are currently working on your budget. You don't have a dime. Not a rake up. The only way a person can anybody. And we are saying, let's deal with the hungry people. We got 5 million people that are hungry around this nation. We got 5 million people that are sick and they want to go to hospitals and there are no medications. We got 5 million people that are traveling without roads to go to the west of the country, the north, and the southeast. This is what you read your campaign on. That you want to take care of the people first. You and I have been government for just 3 months. And you decided to bring water on. Are we ready? Are we ready? You in the opposition during the time of CDC, you have said that CDC was corrupt. And the investors out there in foreign countries say, yes, CDC is corrupt, we are not going to Liberia. We're going to hold our money until the government comes to power. So they have their money. Liberians have been going up and down without employment. Waiting for you to come to power so they can be saved. And you came to power and the white man started and said, you know what? Joe Baka is in power. I'm getting ready to go. Then the first thing you said, I'm going to walk around. Don't you know that investment and capital is a power? Wherever there are problems, no investment. So you decided to call the white man to come and bring problems to this country. And I said, and I recommended, I said, wait for your turn yet. Wait for your turn yet. Let the children start going to schools. Let everybody open your roads. Let them forget about us. When they forget about us and the children eating their stomach for while they are sleeping, you can come and carry me. And you insisted that you want to do work around. Can you handle these two burdens? I want to take this time to thank my colleagues. I thank you for signing this document. It is overdue. It is overdue. If these people are bringing $200 million for work record, I was hoping that the arrest commission would have said, bring $150 million, let me start looking after my people. While I'm looking after my people, we'll carry the other there will be nobody to ask you a question. You want to sell your people. I thank you for signing this document. That's why myself I signed it. I signed it, and everybody else signed it. Let's see which one you're going to prioritize. Whether your 100 days or your walk around. Thank you.
Senator Councillor Joseph K. Jala Lupakan. Okay, thank you, Madam Contemporary. Let me thank my colleague for this briefing. Before I became a senator, I campaigned with my nose to walk my phone. And my reason were in two cases. One was that I was speaking as an outbreak, and two, I was speaking as a lawyer. My lawyer argument was that the apart is a call. The apart comprehensive is a call. Agreed to an African style TRC. So, the apart is a call. Subscribe. The South African style TRC. So, immediately said from our campaign. But more than that, the number was a highly protected zone in the war. The help of Igbo killed. The death given from our for the offer. Then you also have the head of local defense force, Francois Massaquoi, came from Lofa. Then you also had an MPFL group. So Lofa was a highly contested zone in the war. But when the South African staff council was agreed to, I said, well, you can use it for me. But the reality had changed. I was still senator from Lofa. I'm no longer a senator from one part of Lofa. I was still senator, the reality had changed. One war leader said once, domestic conditions are the basis of change. And external conditions are the factors of change. Those two things must combine in the global village we now exist. Because of the external factor and our domestic condition that there was war, I have changed today to stand under the World Council. So we have to now go towards implementation of this decision. As we go to the enforcement of this instrument, which will go in different layers, we want to give it our full support. And so, without making long matter short, I want to tell the people of Lofa today that I have changed from my position. Because when one drives a car in one gear, you will not have a car for a long time. You will have a gearbox problem, and the car will be parked. So this is my appeal to my base, my constituency, that we are making decisions with the rest of the country and the international community combined to bring about peace and stability to our country in particular and the country at large. Therefore, this is the situation, such is the time, and such is the condition. Let me thank all of us for making this great decision to stand up today, including myself. I thank you.
Senator Baron, please silence.
So much. Madam Pro Tem, distinguished colleagues, the media, international observers, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a historical day for Nigeria, in particular the Senate. Because there has been too many information around and the Senate protest question. And the senators are trying to kill this resolution from the today, that information seems to be proving wrong. But let me start my comment first by appreciating the President of Nigeria, His Excellency Ambassador, for elevating this world economic culture to this level. I mean, we have had governments who spoke about world culture, but to elevate it to this level where you're on the path of beginning to establish a world economic culture in this country. Let me, in this open manner, appreciate our project as well for the leadership we continue to exhibit at this Liberian Senate. During administration today, the 9th of April, we are discussing what can come after signing the resolution. Thank you, Madam President, for your leadership. Let me also use this opportunity to extend my appreciation to our colleagues here for mustering the courage to sign on this resolution. I'm aware that there are two schools of thoughts on this issue. 4 elections. But for me, as Chair of National Defense, Intelligence and Veteran Affairs, I was asked by the Pro-Tem to be part of this drafting of the resolution. Let me say to us all that this is a better beginning for a happy end. This is a better beginning for a happy end. I've heard colleagues talking about our resources being stolen by big hands. I know that. But this house, this house, has the authority and the power to change that narrative. Because this is where laws are made. This is where concessions are signed. We have to accept what is happening to us, whether it was in the 15th legislation, whether we're in the 49, whether we're in the 51, whatever it is, it was the House of Senate that ratified and agreed to all of these concession agreements that saw our country bleeding. So we should bring ourselves as agreements. It's not international community. International community, they've not signed an agreement. Our people signed. So we shouldn't scapegoat. Our problem is ourselves. Our problem is ourselves. Having said that, I feel my wisdom in the Center for Local County. When this debate started, I drove to local county. And I had constitutive meetings on the radio and asked my constituents, what's your take on the issue of war crime code? Majority responded that we must establish the war crime code in every country. The reason is that Lofa was one of the counties that suffered serious losses with war. I lost my father because his loss got ruined by illegal fighting. And as soon as he heard that news, he said, huh? And that was the end of that. So as I silenced these few lashes of the war that took place. Today, Liberia is called, or is known as a country with growth without development. The way we have mustered the courage to sign this resolution, can we as senators muster the courage not to allow any Google concession to pass through this house again? Can we, as senators, can we encourage that no Google concession passes before concession passes this house? Can we scrutinize and view expenditure that the Liberian people benefit from their resources? So the issue is us. Madam Pro-Chair, thank you so much, fellow colleagues, for this opportunity. In my opinion, and in my closing remark to this Senate, I think this is the beginning to undo the past and do the right thing for Liberia, and Liberia will benefit after this work will be signed and implemented. Thank you so much.
Bottom County,
That's
Senator Ellen Madden.
Lofa County Senator. I will move to Bowman County lawmaker.
Let me start first by letting the record reflect, because when you look now on the social media, there are different accounts as to how many persons signed. So let the record reflect that out of 29 senators, 28 senators have signed. And even the one senator did not sign, give a reason why, based on the Constitution, and when it's clear in the sign. So it shows that the Senate is a authority to have an agreement with the establishment of war. Having said that, Lieutenant, let me start by thanking the President for mustering the power to mention the establishment of World Economic Crime Code in his inaugural address. Let me also thank you, for speaking to your police senators, giving us reason to start a resolution for the World Economic Crime. For protest, I want to thank you and the President of the Cabinet that if the President's inaugural speech in your plea or discussion with your fellow senators is just a political charade, then please withdraw my signature. If you mean business, let's do business. Nobody should play politics with my signature on the World Economic Crime Code in Liberia. Want it? Let's go for it. Nobody should tell us, it was just because we wanted to please people. When I got in session today, someone sent me a picture on the front of my back. They sent me a message and said, Mr. Alan White, who is here, is witnessing your session. And those that will now vote for the World Crime Code, will put it on session. I want to say today, if I knew Mr. Alan White would be here, I wasn't going to sign. I wasn't going to sign. Because I'm not signing this World Crime Code to please Mr. Alan White. And if Liberians will be touching sanction, I'm happy today Mr. White see where we went from. He's here in our session. Because he wants to work. Whether it's a decision of the US government or it's an NGO decision, we don't know. Of signing of the one was our decision of signing. But let me state some facts. In 1980, Liberians were placed on firing squad in this country. Behind the barrel, they killed. And after that, the government that killed those Liberians got more budgetary support from the US than any other government countries. In 1980. Then came our civil crisis, when thousands of Liberians died. Thousands of Liberians died. Today, we are still under directly. I'm a senator of Bomi County. There's a river in Bomi called the Maher River. There's a massacre, a popular massacre that took place there called the Maher Bridge Massacre. When hundreds of Liberians were killed on that bridge and thrown into the Maher River. So since the Bomi County have been calling me, saying that you must sign the World Crime Code because we want justice. Fair. But justice at what cost? Look at our region today, Protem. When we go to, for example, the Airport Park, where I represent New York, I listen to the French-speaking countries talking, and they say we have the support of the French government. We are the French government taking care of our country. They show what in the budget. Every country gives what we call the country report. And the Airport Park, we have talked about the political situation, the economic situation, we can achieve all. When the French people go to speak, they tell us here the French government gave us $1 billion to do this project, to do healthcare, education. When the Commonwealth country go to speak, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Gambia, or Nigeria, they go to speak, they tell us where Britain is giving them for development. When Liberia goes to speak, we talk about budget shortfall. But we don't know who is giving us what. Today, we have no direct American investment in this country. And people say because we are not have one economic crime code, so American, we don't even have Burger King in Liberia. All over. The only investment that came there since the war was to break Canada down to build a hotel. And we don't have a cultural village today. But one World Crime Code. A if this war crime code will bring dignity to our country, and we improve JFK, and we improve our road condition, I've signed for it today. I've signed for it today. If this war crime code will bring about economic development, prosperity for Liberia, we have Ebola in this country. I can tell you what the U.S. government spent in Guinea in Sierra Leone that had Ebola compared to JFK that we could not renovate. And when we talk, everybody gets scared because we don't want to go on sanction. I was paying on sanction in this country for 10 years. We talk about war crime. Let's talk about justice also. People sat down outside Liberia and put some on leave or sanction there because according to them, we have ongoing ties with the container and I can challenge them. Only reason the government signed about marriage is if getting married with somebody will put you on sanction, and that's justice. Nobody is going to get that. Today, some of our police say now us in the session today are placed on a sanction. And in the sanction regime, they say, oh, you talk to your police. And when they see you talking to them, you are threatening to go on sanction. If that's why we are signing this economic practical policy, I will sign it. But let justice be done. At least today, we're talking about taking people to court. They are putting our police on sanction here today. And people are rejoicing with our due process. Our due process. And when you talk, they say they'll put you on sanction. I'm ready today to go on sanction. But let's all speak justice. Let us speak justice. Okay? This country, whether we like it or not, is divided on green and blue lines. Take it look that Libra is perhaps more divided than ever been. Or blue line or green lines. And like my colleague from Bangladesh said, our agenda is war and economic transformation. What more? I want to open on home and I saw where Zoe come from. Zoe is a nephew of the late Samuel Doe, who was killed by Prince Johnson. Today in our session, Zoe came out and Prince Johnson share seat. They're not fighting each other. Or one justice or one transport. In 2005, 2006, when I was elected here as Speaker, the Secretary of the Senate is still sitting there, same way. The late Kabah, former chief clerk, is so rest in peace. And the Sergeant at Arms were preparing the Capitol grounds for inauguration. And as we went in the left corner, that area behind the Speaker's office down there in the fence to clean that place, protest. Maybe some of you don't know. That place in this Capitol building is nothing but standing on a scarf. Today is still there. The tell you people that were killed from the mansion from LU, from the unknown soldiers, their body was dropped in this Capitol building. But I didn't have the courage when it did. Inauguration day, we do not have grace to when it sleep out. Unfortunately, today, the World Economic Crime Code is the solution for a new Liberia. I stay with that solution for you. I'm a child that on the Baba said of Manu River Great Cable. I was born there. My parents went there for over 30 years in retirement. Our people still have not received their just benefit for retirement. Some of them have died. I went there, my father has died, my mother still died. Thousands of our people have not even paid. But we're talking about economic. Where is the economic crime? Where? So, Coach, I don't want to take the entire day to talk about this. I hope that today is not just for political sharing. We want the camera. We're afraid that Mr. Allingway is here, so we're afraid. I'm not afraid. If I do so well, you have to know something. Because I believe its objective is to look for the chances of people. And I don't know if it's a U.S. government project or it's an NGO project.
Mostly NGO.
I'm not signing out of threat. I'm signing because I want to see the breath, the real breath of a new Liberia. and we are honest about this, we are prepared to do it. Our speaker in this country, when Mr. Charles Taylor was arrested, brought to Rawalpindi, taken to Sierra Leone. I was in Manasseh office that day with his national security advisor, Bernard Famule. What did they say? President Obasanjo was about to land in New York for the Security Council or UN General Assembly. They refused for Obasanjo to get out of the plane until Charles Taylor was turned over. And that day they said, if the Taylor is turned over, America will do this in Liberia. And this will happen in Liberia. That will happen in Liberia. Is in prison. Nothing has happened yet. Or 50,000 votes. Our people still go to the US embassy and stay on the ring in the sun. So I'll be denied US visa or given 3 months for single entry visa when our friends from Liberian Senate and Cote d'Ivoire, Ghana, get 10 and 5 years visa in the passport. That's why I tell you go to get American people 1 year entry in Liberia. That's a lie. That's a lie. How can we be a
Yes, sir.
and we are mistreated by the Americans? And we are proud of talking about we don't want to go sanction. Because we are proud of sanction. When you talk to say putting on sanction, why are your police on sanction? Nobody can talk about it. We had a meeting the other day with the Rubber Grower Association. Fast soon that we walked into that meeting. And when they saw some our police in that meeting, they walked out of the meeting because our police on sanction, they cannot talk to our. None of that, Firestone Plantation is in McGill County. And 2 of our senators in that county are on a sanction day. So I live on that block, that's the case. Where is the justice? Brooklyn, where is the justice?
Yes, sir. A special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band. Charges on the beat.
To the spoon to get your information. To the spoon to be part of my discussion. Spoon, spoon, spoon television. Spoon, spoon, spoon radio station.
Spoon Television, this is Spoon Radio Station. This is where you get authentic news about the happenings in the country. I'd like to say welcome to another fascinating show. The late night show, Late Night Politics, is back on your radio. My name is Nelson Colette. We're live across the Spoon Network, live across Liberia on several radio frequencies. You can find us on Spoon 107.5 FM, Fabric 101.1, and Super 95.5 FM. Thanks to every single person out there joining us on our partner radio stations across Liberia, Punch 106.7, Trust FM in Bomi County, Trend Radio in Grand Crew, and of course, you have Gibi FM in Kakatama, Gibi County, and a host of other radio stations. Thanks for joining us here tonight. We are streaming live online. We are across the internet on YouTube, Spoon Talk Live, on Facebook, Spoon TV, Fabric TV, and Super TV. Thanks to every single person for joining us tonight. Let's have a great show. Lots of things to talk about. It's been a long one. Bring you some highlights from the floor of the Liberian Senate. And yes, we can only talk about the issues. And that's why this platform is here. This is one of the reasons why we come here every time to talk about Liberia, to talk about our country, the way we can move this country forward. And it starts with every single person out there, adding our voices to the issues, to the discourse, and making sure that we come up with ways that we can move our country forward. You don't have to be a politician to have a say in what happens in your country. So it's a good thing that we're here tonight. And again, I want to say thanks and welcome to all of you. I'm going to bring the rest of the team on, and we're going to go to the comment section and welcome all of our folks out there. But let me just say this. Someone shared a video with me just a while ago, and that was part of the reason why we came up a bit late. Someone shared a video with me just a while ago, and I I was broken down by that particular video. Now, I see a lot of stuff out there. We go in the field, we interview a lot of people, we talk to people here and there. But that particular video, it broke me down because seeing what that kid. Now, let me say this: that as we speak right now, there's a fire outbreak. There's a fire outbreak in the VOA area, and we're gonna speak with the guy who shared that video with me. There's a fire outbreak there. Um, some homes got at fire. The fire service did not get on the scene, and residents of the community managed to attend to the situation. But what actually broke me down was a video, a very short video that one of the eyewitnesses shared with me of a kid who survived the fire outbreak. But if you just watch that video and saw the way this kid got burned, the degree of burn that he sustained, the pain he's in at this very moment. I mean, and even the parents or some of the relatives standing by and wanting to touch him and people telling, hey, don't touch him because of the burn. If you touch him, his flesh might just fall. Folks, this is seriously alarming. And you're talking about a kid that could be a future leader in this country, a kid that could be any of us children, a kid that could just be any of us. That child is in serious pain. The home is gone. And these are some of the issues, and these are some of the reasons why when we get to talk about some of the national issues, and you see some of the panelists will get very angry, and yes, you can understand this only when you get to see some of what our people are going through on a daily basis. And I see some of you asking to watch the video. For some reason, I can't play that video, but it broke me down. It seriously broke me down. And I think if there has been any time in our country where the Liberian National Fire Service has not been financed, have not been equipped enough, if there has been any time in our country's history where the Liberian National Fire Service has never stood up to her duties or responsibilities, I think this is one time that the Liberian National Fire Service needs to stand up. Look, it's just too much. Our country, Liberia, is going through a whole lot. And sometimes you want to ask the question of as to how much would it cost a country like Liberia to have a vibrant fire service that will serve the people of this country as small as this country is. Guys, I hope we can have a great show tonight. I will at some point connect with a guy who's on the scene right now, and we'll have the discussion. But let me bring the rest of the guys on. I see Francis is already here. Francis, thanks for joining us tonight, man. It's good to have you on. We missed you last night. It's a good thing that you're on tonight, brother.
Yeah, bro. I took the family out of state yesterday for one overnight trip, and we came back today. I caught a
Okay.
part of the show last night, but I just couldn't come on because we're in the hotel, so I couldn't come on. But man, my blood was boiling again to hear some of the things, But now you talking about the fire situation, and every day is there's something in Liberia, be it good or bad, but it seems like the bad is more than the good, and it's hurting our people because today, you talking about a child. I don't know how old that child is 'cause I've not seen the video burning, but I was in the hotel today and seeing a dad walking with his child. In the restaurant yesterday, a dad walked in to pick up food with his child and just having a good time. but a good time for our average for our people in Liberia is to not get burned. Is to not starve to death.
Mhm.
Is to be able to go to school, but they don't care to sit on the ground because they just want to learn. But then you got Aaron Snow, who I consider him to be the equivalent of a Yeka Kwalaba in the Senate, minus the curse word, standing over there making all that big mouth. He's been in
Yeah.
Liberal politics for all this long, since Chancellor time. He has done nothing for this country. And you want to talk about the U.S. not doing anything? They're like,
Look,
yes, some of
look.
our
Wait, listen. It's gonna be a full
man.
conversation. It's gonna be a whole show here tonight. And Francis, I like
In
the fact
fact,
that you want to take up on this note. Um, but let's start soft. Let's start it. Let's take it bit by bit, and let's try to welcome our folks, and then we'll do our opening here.
yeah.
Uh, let's try to welcome the guys in the comment section. Um, let's try to welcome the guys in the comment section. Yeah, so our first says open a bid and then show a bid. Please show a bid and then open a cash app to help the child. Look, the video is look, guys. I'm about to post the video in the chat room now. I'll post it in the chat room now. And then, but look, as strong as sometimes we want to be, and we go on those different things and see those different issues, report on them. I don't know, but for some reason, this video about this kid really broke me down. But Rudolph, welcome to the show, man. It's good to have you on tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Nelson. It's always good to be here.
Okay, so can we welcome
Yeah,
Francis to start that?
let's do it. Jonathan Pratt from Zubatan, welcome. Michael David Colette, welcome. Mambo Willie, welcome. J Alaska S. Peter, welcome. Leroy Jackson, welcome. Jefferson Francis Colaco Jr., welcome. Doris Talbot, welcome. Philip Bala, welcome. Um, what's this thing coming on my screen? Let me see my YouTube folks. Natalia K. Hill, welcome. Adama Bwaka Sharif, welcome. Work Play Hard, welcome. Golden Truth Group, welcome. Creston Jones, I'm Creston Jones, welcome. Jay Carter, Moses Colley, Emmanuel Tagbajua, welcome. Rudolph, you can take it from there. You muted, Rudolph.
Sorry, guys. Let me start by saying thank you to Jefferson Lake. He said he was the first person who welcomed me when Nelson was not even trying to tell me welcome. But yeah, welcome Moses Scully, welcome Jefferson Lake. Our sister Shelly, you are welcome to be in the comment section today. Welcome to Hassan Fambule. Welcome to Mikey Moses. Welcome to Obadiah Smith from Fargo, North Dakota. Welcome to Mandela Jebo. Welcome to Ambassador Francis Omen Ziama. Well, welcome to it said Emmanuel Tagbajoa from Minnesota. My man, you get hard name too, but welcome. Welcome to Jay Carter from Sydney. I think that is Australia, if I'm not mistaken. Welcome to Keston Jones. Welcome to Alfred Tamba. Welcome to Golden Trust Group. Sao Mandela, you are welcome. Welcome to Work and Play Hard. Welcome. Yeah, welcome to Word of Mouth. Nelson, I think you can take it from here and talk to you.
Yeah, let's welcome our brother Vakabina Toure. And Toure, just before we move on, we want to say a happy Ramadan to you and to all of
Happy Eid,
our
Dure. Happy Eid Mubarak.
brothers across the world, Sheikh Sharif. I can go on naming a whole list. you know, but who near call and who near not call?
Sorry.
Soiree, who's always making up a story on me. Yeah, man. And to all of our brothers out there, Mary, welcome to the show. It's good to have you on tonight. So I want to say happy Ramadan to you, our brother, Sharif as well. And to Ray, man, it's good to have you on tonight. And thanks to you guys for praying for the word at large, for our country, for just everything. We appreciate the fact that, you know, another Ramadan has come, and looking forward to a better one next year. And it's good to have you on tonight as well.
Fantastic, man. Great to be here. Great to be here, man. Francis, man, it been like forever, bro.
Man,
Always.
you've been hiding. You've been hiding. We've been here.
I know, man. Rudolph, man, what's up? What's up? Sis Mary, what's going on? Nelson,
I
man,
am doing good, Chief.
bro. My man, Nelson, I like the fit, man. I like the fit. I mean,
Come on.
I mean,
Come
you know what I mean? So I
You
don't
know,
know.
let's see.
Nelson wearing gown on the ankle, like gown. He
No,
wearing like gown.
now the code doing me so, my man. So I came in t-shirt, and then you know, usually when Angie Mama is in studio, that man left for you to turn the AC down.
Oh yeah.
So I'm that person who can stay the cold that much. So I just rush down and grab this, and yeah. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's a good thing that we're here tonight, man. I appreciate
Nelson,
you.
But looking
Nelson,
good, man.
that is
I
because
like
you
it,
keep
Nelson. I
putting
like it.
your
I like
kids
the
in
fit,
her.
man. That's my style right there. You know, very simple. No, you're not complicating anything, my man. Very, very.
It's not convoluted.
It's not complicated. Yeah,
Yeah, man. So yeah, it's good that we're here again, and yeah. So Ture, you want to welcome a few of our guys here? Do you see coming to where you are? Are you using your phone or
yes,
your
I'm using
computer?
my phone. Obviously, I'm always on my phone because So I think Rudolph staff are Shelley, right?
Yeah.
So let me
Uh,
welcome Peter. Let me welcome Brother Peter Colley. Brother Colley, welcome. John Fala, welcome. James Robinson, welcome. Deonkun, Ekinyamba. Sorry if I you know what I mean, if I butcher your name, I'm sorry. Esther Freeman, welcome. Jefferson Lakie, welcome. US Visa. Interesting. Welcome, US Visa. Well, our sister Shelly is here to welcome. Let me welcome you for the second time.
so
Since
Shirley in the comment section, and she on the screen. Shirley, where exactly do you want to be?
I know, right? Our brother Goodwin.
I was eating some pumpkin gravy. I was like, let it be over there, you know.
Our brother Godwin, welcome Godwin. Yeah, man, welcome everybody. Welcome to every one of you, man. We're glad to be here, all of you. And we are here again to have another interesting conversation.
Yeah, you know, so I think we're done, right? Okay, so let's do two more welcome. Marie, can you see the comment? Do you want to welcome a few of our folks?
Let me repeat their names now.
Oh, okay. So okay, but yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good with that. And yes, so so I want to say thanks to everyone for being here tonight. We're about to do our opening. We'll do our opening, so maybe we can take the first 1 minute ish and just do our opening. A lot of folks want us to play this video. We will just play just a portion of it, but I'm sharing it in the chat room, in our chat room now, so that you guys there can take a look, have access to it. But I think we can do our opening. Can we start from here, from Rudolph, and then Francis, Mary, and we just make the round? Just 1 minute opening.
Don't worry, I will be even maybe just 30 seconds. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Guys, it's good to be here again tonight. I mean, we always try our best to make time to appear on here to talk to our people and to share ideas and make analysis on issues that are affecting the people back home and somehow even us here. Because when the country is not going good somehow, some way we can also feed it here. So yes, it's good to be here tonight. I mean, a lot of things have happened, and we look forward to a good conversation tonight. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, from my end, I will continue with where I started on the Yaka Qualifier of the Senate, Edwin Snow. He's the Yaka Qualifier of the Senate, other than the curse words and all those things, because people saying, "Oh, listen to the message." There was no message. You can sit on public platform because you're angry and you have connection to Charles Taylor, and he was sent to the Hague, and you want to be emotional and spew nonsense on behalf of our country. No, speak on behalf of yourself. There was no message over there. He lied to the Liberian people, talking about the U.S. doesn't do anything for Liberia. Do you know how much millions of dollars the U.S. spend through U.S. AID every single year in Liberia, be it for healthcare, the military, and what have you? You talk about they should send more money for you to enrich yourself and steal quickly. I just did. If you really care for Liberia, Mr. Snow, ask for them to cut your pay by $2,000 each of you. 103 of you reduce your salary by $2,000. Will save the country $206,000 a month. Will save the country $2,472,000 a year. In 6 years, will save the country $14,832,000. That can do a lot for healthcare, for education. I even heard from somebody, I don't know how true it is, but it says to construct 1 mile of a road, it will be $1 million. So if you guys just take $2,000 cut because you love your country, you will be able to build over 14 miles of road in 6 years just for cutting your salary, not including what the budget is allocating for road construction. So the US is not going to keep giving money to somebody just because they want to keep giving money. You're saying that, oh, some folks say, oh, they should tell us what to do with it. Then you'll be the very same people saying, oh, you get all the money, we are sovereign
Thank you,
nation. How you
Francis.
enjoy our business to tell us what to do? Let me sit on that.
Yeah,
Send the
sovereign
Yaka call
country,
over.
right. Thank you, Francis. Yeah, they'll come with a sovereign country
Francis,
argument,
you
right?
ready?
Go ahead. Ray, happy Ramadan. What's my own food? I think that it's your turn, right?
Thank you so very much. Great to see you. You know what? But yeah, Francis, I'll just take off where Francis left out. Right, we started this conversation last night. Actually, I was very, very you know, that was my take actually about that whole rant that Edwin Snow went on as to what America have done for Liberia in comparison to our neighbors like Ivory Coast and Sierra Leone. But guess what? America can only do for you. America can only do so much for you than how much you do for yourself, right? At the end of the day, when we talk about France doing this for Ivory Coast, that is a myth. All right? Do you know how much billions of dollars France is getting out of these African countries? Do you know that?
$500 billion every year France is
Oh,
making
yeah.
from Africa.
All right? That's how much these countries are paying to France, to a point where even French citizens in France, they are protesting that their government should take their neck off of African countries' neck.
Exactly.
And they should take their foot off of African countries' neck. French citizens are protesting against their own government. So what are we talking about? What are we talking about? All of a sudden, all of the African countries are kicking French out of their country. Burkina Faso, Mali, now Senegal, the new leadership in Senegal right now. So we have to look at things, right, realistically. All right. If we're gonna criticize for America not doing for Liberia, bro, a country of funding since 1882. Okay.
No, 1822.
Huh?
1822.
You right. When the time she got independence, right? But at the end of the day, let's talk about what have we done. Francis, you said it, you broke it down. If they can bring down a salary, you can't have a country where all of the tax that's been generated go into paying for government officials, for people that are not bringing anything to government. So imagine we pay Yege Kolba. Why Yege Kolba bring it to Liberia?
Thank you, sir.
Why Yeke Kolba bring it to Liberia? No, let what kind of contract Yeke Kolba is leveraging over there to bring to Liberia? But we're paying that man money though. Are we not paying? What kind of representation you bringing to the people of District Number 10?
Petition for Jovia
using
the airport.
Ridiculous.
Thank you. Rudolph, what are you waiting for, bro?
Rudolph is done. It's Marie.
Oh, okay, Marie. Marie, you need to stop with her.
I'm up. It's good to be here again.
You know what I mean, Mari, real quick. You know,
No,
sometimes I can confuse Twitter, right?
Your lady is happy. Okay.
You're saying opening, and for me,
I mean, you get him the opportunity to talk again. You know, Rudolph will take it. Rudolph run with it.
Go ahead, Marie.
It's good to be here again tonight. I'm looking forward to the conversation. You know, Liberia is all we have. And tomorrow I'm also looking forward to Mr. Snow coming on the Spoon Show, so some of us can be educated as to, you know, some of the things he have done for Liberia as a senator who has served for so long, and as an ECOWAS delegate. You know, it's not to listen to other people brag about what other countries are doing for their country. I'm sure they were able to get those support. So I'm looking forward to knowing tomorrow a little more about what he have contributed to the Liberian economy and everything that's going on. So but for tonight, it's good to be here and I'm looking forward to the conversation.
Thank you. Go ahead, beautiful Shirley.
Rudolph, I'm not giving you my time, okay? But I want to say hi to every one of you. I mean, it's good to have you on. I want to say happy birthday to my nephew, EJ. Can't wait to celebrate him later on. But hello to all of you. And to Ray, you're looking really, really good tonight, brother. And you are, but yeah. Hello to everyone in the comment section, and I would like to add Nelson voice to mine. Please do share the video. Try to share. And hi to everyone in Liberia and to my people in Sano. Someone actually told me that they like, sorry. That's my dryer, people. I'm doing laundry. But I want to say hi to everyone in Sano, because when people in Sano, like, they've been watching the Spoon Live and Spoon Show. So hello everyone in the radio land. And just like Marie, I'm looking forward to just discussing Liberia tonight. And I want, I was watching the Spoon talk, and I was thinking that we are not talking about the education sector. Like, what is the education minister doing? What is she's working on? And then the healthcare, because I think when we came here to advocate for change, that was our message. We're focusing on education, focusing on healthcare, and I think they've been silent. I just want to know, are they working on something? What is going on? Do they have anything planned that they're going to be talking about for the 100 days? So just looking forward to talking about Liberia. I hope we shouldn't talk about Yeke tonight, but that's my hope. Let's talk about something that will benefit our people. Let's take Yeke off our conversation tonight, please. Thank you.
I guess yeah. So Nelson, let's get this ball rolling. I guess 1 second, my brother Lane Lacroix. I guess everyone is talking about Snow because he had that argument, or he brought up those statement that he was saying, but we all know that they started way before Snowden and everything Liberia problem. But since he brought it up and want to look like the Messiah, that's why everybody going on him. I don't think it's because of he's solely responsible or something like that. So I'm just gonna look forward to a beautiful show tonight and look forward to celebrating my baby's birthday. Yes.
Okay, yeah, certainly. Certainly we are going to do that. And again. Oh, I'm backstage. Okay, sorry. So yeah.
I
So
saw Nelson from eating.
no,
Mhm.
it's 2 a.m. here in Liberia now. So and besides I'm in studio, so probably I come and go find food at
You
night.
sure nobody bring you dry rice over there?
You show Yasa never brought food because we're hearing out, man. So I talking about Yasa being lame.
Sorry, not coming on
Oh,
the show here for
sorry,
food.
I
Make it to
saw.
all.
Make it to all tonight. Okay.
Nelson plead the fifth.
No, I'm not pleading anything. Sorry, was lying. You see how you lie? Really, you gotta take
I
time.
mean, Nelson, you need to play that thing as a drop, man. You guys need to have that thing. That match I'm saying, and the referee.
I saw my Javate yesterday at the Senate. He say he won't give somebody 5,000 to be again Columbus. So so I said my Javate Teta. You see how you lie? Yeah. So yeah.
It's
So
the
that's
referee. You
that
married
is
three woman, three wife.
yeah. But we about to call the guy. We have a lot of issues to talk about tonight. A lot has been happening in the country. We will highlight some of those issues, but I just want us to play just a portion of this video before connecting with the guy, the eyewitness. Viewers restriction
Nelson.
is
How is that
advised.
video though? If that video is graphic to certain extent, I won't advise her playing it though, Nelson.
Okay, but have you guys seen the video? No, I want the folks to have just an idea of what we're talking about. Oh, sorry. I want them to have just an idea of what we're talking about. So let me do this. I don't know how many of you
What thing not happy again?
have. So as we speak, there's a fire outbreak.
Oh.
There's a fire outbreak in the VOA area. Again, the issue with fire in that fires the fire situation. The issue with our fire service is serious. So and then someone shared this particular video. You guys can just mute in case you want to watch. I just posted it in the group. And
Nelson, please don't share it.
and I have been watching a lot of these issues and seeing those things happening. But what I saw tonight seriously broke me down. And the first thing that came to my mind was it could be anybody, you know. Just the fact that we don't have a vibrant fire service, you can imagine what our people are going through. And this is terrible. This is very, very terrible. Imagine seeing the kid standing. He survived the fire outbreak, but he's burned to an extent. And even some of the family members standing by want to hold him. He's in pain, but they're telling them, don't hold him, don't touch him. The child is left alone to go through that pain all by himself. Only because we have a country, we have a situation where people will give preference to allotting huge amount of money to certain items that will benefit them. But when it comes to something that will benefit a huge percentage of the population, little or no attention is being given to that. I want us to connect with the gentleman. Since you guys advised that we don't play the video, let's do that.
Yeah, from there. I don't feel like hearing. I don't feel like seeing that at all.
Yeah, so let's do this. Let's connect with let's connect with an okay. In fact, why this situation is happening in VOA, I'm just getting information that
Nelson, I
there
think,
is a
you should show a snippet for the public because we are not just the only one on this show. I mean, we have access to it. Some of them may not even have access to it.
yeah. So you're right, but why this is going on? I'm getting information that there is another fire outbreak right now at the old road. The fire service is urgently needed. 2 houses have already been swept away. In Old Road, along the Matadi area, there's another fire service. In Old Road, in fact, not along the Matadi, but in Old Road, there's another fire outbreak there. Now, for the sake of our audience, we're going to throw in just a portion of this. Viewer description is vast. And then we will connect with the gentleman who's on the scene, who even recorded this particular video. This is alarming. And these are issues that our government needs to start giving some attention to. Let's watch just a portion of this.
Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
You can imagine what this kid is going through. This child he does not deserve to go through this. This child and every other child out there they have absolutely no part to play. They deserve, they don't deserve to go through this. But this is what we get because of the current situation with our country. Now let me connect with the gentleman, Kraman, who's in the who recorded that video. He's in the that location where the fire outbreak took place. So we have Kraman now on the line. He will better introduce himself to us. Kraman, it's good to have you on the show. Can you say your name, your full name, and where you're calling us from precisely? You want to, Kraman, you want to do this for us? Can you reduce the radio volume in the background?
Yeah.
Okay. Please go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I've just switched it up.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, my name is Amos M. Kroma. I teach in the V1 community school. There is a government school here, elementary and junior high school. I live very close to the school and very close to the family who is currently a victim of this fire this morning. I woke up when the wind started falling. I woke up and I started hearing people shouting in the background, but I thought it was something different. But then having stood for some times, I started hearing people shouting here and there. When I looked in the air, I saw flame of fire. So opened the door, got out, went there, and the only thing I could see was fire on the house, and saw some gentlemen around. Some ladies came also to help because normally when house is on fire here, people have to come around so that they cannot be extended to the nearby home or homes around. So I did some videos, and you could see that child there, crying for help. The child had been taken to the hospital to Redemption. They had just reached there and trying to undergo some medical treatment.
So how many persons were there in that house where the fire broke out, and how many houses are we talking about that were affected by this outbreak?
No, to be frank with you, just a single house got burnt. Just a single house really got burnt.
The home of that kid. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, the home of that. Yeah, just a single house. I don't really know how many persons are dwellers of the house, to be frank with you. Okay. I'm connected to the family somehow, but I don't really know who are those that are dwelling in the house. Okay. Like I said, the owner of the house is a motorbike rider, as you may call it. He goes out there, gets our bike, brings them, and then rides them and be able to pay the people also that they can able to sustain the family. The wife does this co-business.
You mean the father of the child? The father of that child in the video?
The father of the child, either a caretaker or the father of the child, but the child benefits, from the home, sleeping in the home. That's why I'm the gathering. So, but then this morning, normally, according to them, the lights in their mosquito coil, but then the mother is saying that no, she did not light in the mosquito coil with the fear that in there they have motorbikes, motorbikes will have gas in them, so they did not light in the mosquito coil tonight, to be frank with you. In fact, they were not even know, they were all sleeping. The
So
brothers of the home, they were
let me
all
understand something. That there is a conflict with whether or not the mother lighted a mosquito coil in the house. But was the motorbike parked in the house?
Yes, some bikes were parked in the house. Some of the bikes were parked in the house. I don't know how many of them, but some bikes were parked in the house.
And now, that who spoke of the mother lighting a mosquito coil when she tried denying that?
Yeah, well, according to one of the children, that's what the mother normally does. So either because it is a habit and she didn't do it tonight, and the child was not in the know that the mother didn't do it, so she got it attributed because they've been doing it. So perhaps that's why she said, "Look, we've been letting mosquito coil in the house."
Wow.
Yeah, that's what happened. Yeah. But they were all sleeping, they were not in the know. So a brother has come because when it started raining, normally when it is raining here, if you are not very careful, you will see some guys coming around to steal from people. So when it is raining, everybody will come out, start to check around their homes because we are not living in the kind of homes here. We are still living in these makeshift homes here, the refugee displaced homes around here. So when it is raining, you have to come around, so that you can get your own place protected. And as everybody is in the know that Liberia will be experiencing some level of thunderstorm this year with heavy rainfall. So when it is raining, people come out. So when the day came out, there is she saw the fire in the house, inside the house. In fact, they were all sleeping. So she had to take the place out, but she's a woman. She doesn't have the strength. How she called some men. So everybody would have, in fact, left in that fire because they were not in the know of the fire.
Wow. So far, you're saying that the kid is the only person who sustained such injury.
Yeah, direct victim is a kid. Okay. The direct victim of the fire is a kid.
Okay. Any other person on set want to say something? You want to ask him a question just before we let him go? Wow. Yeah, Rudolph, you want to say something?
Yes, I mean, reading the comment and listening to him, I mean, people are somehow insinuating that, I mean, this thing must be something else, like some kind of evil that is going on. And just from hearing what he said, I don't know, but I would want to believe that this lady is saying that she did not put on mosquito coil, maybe out of fear because of what has happened. But I don't think the fire just came from nowhere and happened. I think it's just out of fear now that this child is burned and people have come around, so she doesn't want to say what happened or that she put on mosquito coil. That's just what I was thinking of.
Okay. Okay, so Grandma again. Yeah, okay, you want to come in, Emmy?
Yeah. So do you know what the doctor said about the child? Like, is he gonna be okay?
Okay, yeah, the present condition of the child.
Yeah, the present condition of the child was taken to the Redemption Hospital, according to what I learned, because I went there again, and they said they have just reached, there was a communication there, they have just reached the hospital. So he's still living anyway, he's still living. Wow. They just, I can't go too far. Sometimes if I go, I come back home because, our guys are around.
So, you're scared before somebody enter your house and steal something from you, right?
Yeah, and it is raining here. Even though the rain is not heavy, it's just raining around. Okay. Well, I mean, the place is kind of quiet right now. So,
thank you.
That's all. All right.
Okay, so thank you. Thanks a lot. We will certainly do follow up on this, but we appreciate you for reaching out. And thanks a whole lot for talking to us. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be texting a personal number just in case I'm not online, maybe for further communication. Maybe
yeah.
Call.
Sure. Certainly. Yeah. Certainly. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Welcome.
So this is where we are. And
this is really fair.
Yeah, so this is where we are. And this incident took place in the VOA area. But while we're talking about this, we're getting information of another outbreak in the Oro area. We hope to bring you more information on that. So it speaks to the fact that a lot has to be done with respect to this fire outbreak thing in the country and stuff like that. So much attention will have to be given to it. But Vasco, I want to welcome you to the show. Thanks for joining us tonight. It's good to have you on. And maybe we can weigh in our 1 cent on this before we move to our actual talking points for tonight. Emmy?
That's
Am I
not.
muted?
This thing, no, you're not. It's just an image in my head now. Like it's gonna be hard for me to sleep tonight. I just. It's hard. It's hard to see a baby suffering like that in such a pain. I mean, a grown up when you just stick your hands on the stool a little bit. I'm just saying here thinking about that pain. It just. I have nothing else to say about it, but like you said, the government need to pay attention. Something is going on. Something is under this thing. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's my feeling. And it's
Thank
not.
you.
It's not good at all. Yeah.
Thank you, Amy. Shirley?
Yeah, I don't know what to say, Nelson. It's really sad. I really do pray for the little boy and pray that, God protect his life, that he can come out of that safe with a testimony. That's my prayer for him and praying for his family, you know, knowing that I have little kids to just see your baby go through so much pain. I just can't imagine what his mom or his dad was going through, and even his brothers and sisters that were part of the whole process. So I kind of like just sending prayer out to the family and especially for him tonight.
Thank you. Let's hear you, Mary.
Thank you, Nelson. I just want to say before I make my statement, I hope nobody make this little child situation political tonight, because it's quite unfortunate to see a little boy. I meant to ask for his age, but based on my observation, he's probably about 4 or 5 years old, and that's a third-degree burn he suffered tonight. A third-degree burn that's going to require a removal of his dead skin and dead tissues, that he's going to live with those scars for the rest of his life. Is really sad to see a kid go through that situation because of I I don't know. It's quite unfortunate.
Wow. Wow. Let's move to you, Francis, and then
Yeah, I mean, man, this I mean, it's very sorry, but I don't know how we can separate politics from this whole thing. And for me, it's not just one government; it's the entire criminal gang that has been running this country since 1822 or whatever the case may be. Every single one of them are criminals. They come and they do these things to our people. And you got every single state when I talk about no Burger King here in Liberia. If you love your country, you, Mr. Snow, you make more money than the U.S. representative that you are telling them to bring Burger King to Liberia. Cut $2,000 for your pay. Put a bill on the floor. You discuss cutting $2,000 for each of your pay, and see how much money the country will save. Your greedy self, then you don't care for yourself. That labor today, life has changed forever. But your greedy self will sit down and talk about, and we're gonna bring Burger King here. You want burger? Come, I got burger for you. You can see the greedy self over there. Senator Yeka Kwaba, you the Yeka Kwaba of the Senate. Jet talk, blah, 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 all over the place. People dying in our country. So people still dying from malaria in other parts of the world. Malaria doesn't really exist. Typhoid fever, cholera. You all sit on there. You talk about bring more money so you can get rich. You rich, yeah? For Chancellor Town. All of y'all. Fire truck. You can get for $50,000. All because you got technology that because the way I'm gonna do most of our counting, you can't even get trust in some of those places. Dig wells. Like Donald talk about when he was in I don't know Vienna or wherever in the Mary or wherever, they dig wells. Y'all travel the world. Y'all see the thing, y'all get no construction jersey. Y'all only one for that packet. But the people there in Bummy, they will say, oh, and so stood out to America, but they don't even know the damage, the destruction those wars are bringing to Liberia. They will say, oh, let's vote for Snow again because it stood out to America. But how you will be suffering? You see the thing that happening in our country. All they fired it. They was sitting over there, he sit over there talking all that stuff yesterday. After that, he's a tough guy. You gotta move from here.
Thank you.
You gotta call about the Senate.
Thanks a lot, Francis. Ture, let's hear from you, sir.
Nelson, let me tell you, I'm a proud Liberian. I love my country, and I love my people. But let me tell you, man, I've said this thing. Liberia is not a country. Liberia is not a country. But let me tell you, this little boy right now is seeing multiple, if not triple dilemma. All right? He's burned, but there is no facility in the republic that can adequately take care of him. So that's two things right there. You have it, but then even you don't even have the facility to come to his need. That is a problem. All right? And now, problem number 2, Nelson. The whole proliferation of fire outbreak in the country. Have LEC come up with any sort of, national awareness in terms of how people can prevent fire? Because if they're doing it, I'm not seeing it on Spoon. I'm not seeing it on a national premier platform where Spoon have got a deal with LEC. They're doing fire safety awareness. Is it happening, Nelson? Is it happening?
No, it's not.
Something is
No.
happening in the country, public awareness should take course, right? Let's say, okay, what is happening? Let's do investigation. What causing this fire? Is it arson? Is people deliberately putting fire on people? Is people throwing, a fire bomb in people's homes?
That's what it's starting to
These are
look
all
like.
possibilities. That thing can be all wire. It can be like, people can do these things, right? So have we actually come out to a conclusion as to what is happening? What is happening to this fire, right? Is people deliberately setting them up? Is it because of wiring? Is that the cause? Because there should be a cause to everything. That is why we live in the greatest country on earth. When things happen, people can just say, "Oh, that Mother Nature." No, the people get to the source of what it is. Even if it causes them to close down an entire community to investigate on what is happening, they must come down to it. Because you can just say, "Oh, that God." Oh, my man Vasco come and say, he come and talk about a privacy, because I know very well I want you come and talk about it. And nothing that man come and talk about. I want you come and talk about. And so on a prophecy they told him. Right? That Vasco come and talk about it. But no, let me tell you, right? I am so, let me say it now, because I know that I think the man preparing to come say it, and he say prophecy that JMB become president and fire will take over that, bro. I think the man come and say. But look, let me tell you, man, let's be serious here. The government, we all support the government, right? We countless sleepless night. We did it for this government to get in power. But I'm disappointed. I am disappointed. The least we can do, let get on this airwave and tell people, man, y'all be careful your candle down. Y'all be careful your kerosene down. Y'all should not bring motorbike in your bedroom. Y'all should not do all these little things. That's what people should be on right now. But we're not seeing that. These are little things that you need to tell people, right? You sleeping with your candle on, don't do that, and not good, or that thing can set fire because you will sleep and leave it on. These little things, we need to do these things. It will help. Every bit of these things will help. But we're not seeing that, Nelson. We're not seeing that, right? All we're seeing, you have the representative driving in $80,000 cars in a country that some schools don't even have benches, right? You have representative, someone is spending 2 years in new car. Someone, look, that's the country we have, all right? Where we misplace priorities, where we misplace where urgent needs should be at, we don't prioritize these areas. Then when these things happening, the poor people, they take the back burner of everything. That's the sad part of it. And any country, when you see America is great, because you know what? America take care of it least. Right? In any country, even in the Bible, it's in the Quran. Anybody that you see taking care of the least among them in any society, that country will flourish. That country will flourish. But in Liberia, we don't take care of the least among us. The least we can do to put a poor children in school, nothing and nothing. But children going to school, they can't even sit down on benches. They sit down on ground. So school then said they don't even got black book. So school don't even get chalk, right? But you got your representative and senator then driving $80,000 cars. I only like
Ture, I'm sorry. I'm going to come back to you. I'll give you additional 30 seconds to conclude, right? But while you're speaking, there is a media colleague of mine who's on the scene where the overall fire outbreak is currently ongoing, and he wants to give a quick update on the situation there. So I want us to just cue him in quickly. Prince Morba is a journalist at Prime FM, a media colleague. Prince, it's good to have you on tonight. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm hearing you. I'm getting you clear.
Okay. So Prince, where exactly in Oro is this fire outbreak happening, and what is the situation now?
All right, so the area is called Dirt Pool. It's right by the fence that surrounds the Springfield, and not too far from the school year called Early Charge Foundation School. It's an elementary school. There where exactly the incident occurred, and not also too far from the place where I live.
Okay. So what is the situation now? Has the Liberian National Fire Service responded? Are the houses still on fire? Have the residents of the community managed to handle the situation? Give us an idea of what the situation is right now.
Yeah, so it was like 2:02 this morning when I heard a shot in the community that there's a fire. And when we got out, the first house was already engulfed by the fire. The community dwellers began to respond to ensure that the fire doesn't get on other houses, but they couldn't just control the fire. The fire gathered 2 houses. We tried calling police from the media and also the fire service. Thankfully, they arrived like 20 minutes ago. They have tried to quench the fire. But before their arrival, the 2 houses had already been burned to ashes. As the question you asked, I'm told by the dwellers in the house that no human casualties, but properties are damaged, mattresses. We cannot put a figure to it now because no one is actually willing to talk. I mean, people are in tears, so we want to give them some time. But as it stands, the Liberian National Fire Service team is here. I think you can hear the noise from the background, the truck, the engine still running. They have tried to cut the fire from within the already burned houses. But 2 houses completely got burned.
Wow.
It was on the 3rd house when the fire service arrived.
Wow. Now, Prince, you just said that there's no casualty, right? No.
Yeah, as it stands, that's what I was told by one of the dwellers in the house. But like I said, I mean, they are still in chairs, so you can't keep on pushing for interview. So I'm still on the scene as the fire service has already caused the fire. We're going to go in to see, but I'm told that there are no more casualty.
Okay, 2 houses caught a fire. 2 houses are already down, and the Liberian National Fire Service was able to get there in time. Is it like 1 hour after the situation before the Liberian National?
I don't know that was in time because the houses are. But the good thing is that the team they were able to cut the fire and prevent the fire from spreading to other houses. That is the good thing about it. I think on the other hand, while we are running at them, we should also take into consideration the challenges faced by them. I think you are aware, one of our good friends to the media now, Emmanuel Farr is in the service, it's in that entity. So according directly, it was then after according, it didn't take 10-20 minutes to arrive. So we know what the challenges are for the team, and they have tried to cut off the fire already. But like I said, 2 houses completely got burned. The fire was on the 3rd, almost on the 3rd one when it came. Wow. But the 3rd one was not burned.
Okay. I don't know how to say this, but anyone on set, and any of you have a question for Prince just before we let Prince go?
Prince, are these bricks houses?
Yeah, how you doing? Is that the register?
No, that's Emmy. That's Emmy. You're on the late
That's
night
Dr.
show.
Ami.
You're on the
Oh,
late
okay,
night
great.
show.
Sorry,
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah,
That's
good
Dr.
morning. How
Ami.
you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she's asking, what kind of houses are we talking about that got burned? Are they bricks houses or the zinc shacks or mud houses? What kind of structures are they?
They are brick houses. They are concrete houses. All two are concrete houses. About the third one, they are all concrete houses.
Okay.
Not the zinc shop that we have.
Are they mud plaster with cement or actual brick concrete houses? Because you know how they do the mud house, then they plaster it.
Yeah. So
So Nelson,
again,
can you, what is the cause of that fire?
okay. So okay, let me just throw in the two. So the question is, are they concrete houses, and what have they been able to establish the cause of the fire? What exactly caused the fire?
That has not been established yet.
It's too early for
Like I
that.
said, thank God the fire service team is here. But again, I can surely say it might be electricity because I live in a community. We didn't have current in almost 1 o'clock this morning.
Yeah, so
But
much
then
current came.
around the current this
Okay.
morning.
So
And I didn't put up
yeah. Go ahead. Just conclude.
Yeah. But then I didn't put my breaker on. I was in deep sleep. So I woke up not too long, and I was thinking to
You
put up
just
my breaker.
and
To
you
put up
saw
my
the
breaker
fire.
to have my devices charged. It was then I
So
heard
so
a shot in the outside that they were firing from the.
so sorry to come in, Prince. I'm hearing someone in the background, complaining. Is that one of the victims? Can you tell them that you're live on Spoon? Would that person want to talk to us?
Oh yes, I can do so. Let me see what I can talk to this today. Madam, on the phone, can I talk to you? Hello, sir. Madam, I'm a journalist. You live in the house? Okay, so just talk with the journalist online. There are people on the line. Sis, my brother, you're in the house. You live in the house too? You live in the house? Okay. Okay, so can you talk to the journalist online for 1 minute? They want to talk to you. They want to hear you, the citizen.
Spoon.
Spoon FM, rather.
Yeah. Hello. How are you?
To put it on, you can ask a few questions. I mean, according to him, he lives not too far from. I mean, he lives the next door. He's not one of the direct victims, though, but they all had to put their things out because they were afraid what of the fire.
Okay. So let's talk to him shortly. How are you? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm getting you.
Okay, you're live on the late night show on Spoon. I'm Nelson Colette, and the rest of the team. We're here. We just thought to get to ask you a few questions regarding the situation. First of all, what do you know about the outbreak? We understand you are part of those who helped to quench the fire.
Yeah, I live next door.
Okay.
Yeah, so Patano, the house that got burned is the south there for the area they call it Patano.
Okay.
Yeah, but they say according to the party, the fire came from the breaker before entering the house. That where the breaker places were on the wall.
Hmm.
Yeah, that where the fire started from. From there he called my in-law. The house are next door to them, the white house. So that how we came outside. When we came outside already, then the fire already intensified. You know that zero. Yeah.
No, I want to understand. The horse you're talking about, that zero horse or that concrete horse?
That zero, that 3 horses got burned. You got all connected.
Okay.
Yeah, like a little space in between,
Okay.
But the two, the zero in the center, on the other side, that concrete. The next door to the road side there, that concrete.
So which are the horses the fire started from? Was it from the zinc run that is in the middle of the two concrete houses, or?
Yes, exactly.
Oh, okay. So it started from the zinc run and spread to the two concrete houses that were on the both sides.
Yeah, they were even trying to accept us and all, but some zinc was in between there. We broke it down, and then we measured water with tar soap, and I had the fire over to go down small. But within 45 minutes, I had a fire, As you see, I think to the background here,
the background, you can get a sound, the fire truck. The fire truck say yes. But everything
Wow.
is control now.
Did anybody get wounded? Anybody die in the
No,
process?
no, 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 no.
Okay.
Everybody outside. Everybody outside. That next property got damaged, but
Okay.
that one has two major.
Yeah,
But
nothing,
life,
my brother.
no life was taken away. We say God, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Anyone have question for him just before we let the gentleman go? Okay. So
No, because now everybody is here. So
okay.
yeah,
Thank you. We appreciate you. What's your name again, sir?
I'm Terry Logan.
Terry Logan. Terry, thanks for talking to us.
Now,
Okay, thank you, sir.
same for me. If you have a like,
Yeah. Terry, hold on a bit, Terry.
if you have an estimate to how many occupants just
He
lost.
left. He left the line
Oh,
already.
okay. He left. Mary, he left.
That's all right.
He left
So
already.
yeah, Prince, we sincerely appreciate you, man. Anything you want to say finally, just before we let you go?
Yes. So for the clarity, like the Teddy said, right? Like I said, I came out and I saw the fire on the two hungry horses, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know there was a zero in the middle.
Okay.
So what I saw was the two hungry horses that got burned. So let me say thanks to you for that clarity for the audience.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't see the zero in the middle of the two horses, but I saw hungry horses got burned.
Okay.
I mean, the zero was according to me, the zero was in the middle of those outfits.
Those two houses.
So I'm still here. The only thing is my gadget that I can use to go live, they all up due to the current problem, but I will get to you.
Yeah. In case of any update, just give me a call or flash or whatever. I'll call you. I'll connect with you. But thank you. I appreciate you, Prince. Thanks a whole lot for talking to us.
Thanks a lot, Nelson. That's what we do. Thanks so much.
Yeah. Imagine all the men gadgets off as soon as current came. The men tried to charge it, and then there's a fire outbreak, and the current went back. Well, this is where we are.
Wait, did you just say the current went by? So the current just came?
Yeah,
and the houses got burned and the current went back.
Yeah, there's a fire outbreak now, so obviously they will cut the whole thing off because of the situation. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was asking no question, Nelson, because the way the houses are going down so fast, like burning to ashes, and I'm kind of confused. I thought with concrete and stuff, their roof are just supposed to be the one that get affected and not down everything down like that in like an hour or so. So I was kind of confused about that.
I mean, I think I'm more blind the plaster with cement, something like that. I don't think it's real like concrete break. Because you're right, it shouldn't burn down to ashes concrete. It should get black, but not burn. I mean, maybe I don't know.
So Ture was on the floor. Ture will give 20 seconds to conclude, and then we take Rudolph and Vasco. Too many breaking news thing, and so we haven't gone to our actual talking point there. But it's important for the sake of our audience. These are live reports coming from out there, so it's also important for the sake of our audience. But go ahead, Ture. You can go ahead and conclude your thoughts.
Yeah. Shout out to Prince for exhibiting some journalistic integrity by trying to rework his prior story by collaborating with someone that was on ground. You know what I mean? I think that's something that stood out to me. Much more actually. But yeah, Nelson, like I was saying, the whole story of fire outbreak and stuff like that, I've not seen any or consolidated effort, from that of the government part to see to it that this is something that they are taking head on. If they are doing it, obviously they're doing it in secret. But I think where they can do well in, at least for now, because they don't have all the tools.
Mm-hmm.
But media outreach at this point, trying to reach out to people and just putting some safety measure until they can get all of the equipment, because at the end of the day, we can talk about, the firefighters and all of that stuff. But these guys, they don't have all of the equipment. And if you want someone to be effective in any job, you have to afford them with all of the equipment necessary for them to be able to effectively execute their duty. And right now, these guys, they are handicapped. And all of the homes in Liberia, including the one I was in when I was in Liberia, they are death traps. I mean, bro, because the way they can something the window then set. Because of Zogo not coming to fish in your phone. If I happen, you can jump to that window. You know, so these are so many issues, man.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you, Ture.
All right now.
So I just want us to conclude with Rudolph and Vasco, so we move to our talking points. We have a lot to cover. I'm
Yep.
hoping we can have the time to do that. But
You
Rudolph,
know,
take 2 minutes, Rudolph. A lot has been said.
thank you. Nelson, thank you for being gracious with the time. Thank you. You know, I will have to agree with Marie when Marie said that we should not make this thing out of politics, because I mean sometimes we have heard some silly comments in an attempt to compare this government to the past government. Some people say, oh, the fire were not like that during the past regime, but now it is it is out of control. I mean, we have a family tonight who are not just crying about their house or their homes getting burned, but their child as well. I have a 2 year old boy child. When I saw that thing happen just now, I mean, I just kept thinking about him. What if I was here in Liberia? What if like I was living in a place like that and that was my home? I mean, how would I have felt tonight? So yes, I mean, like I mean, this is no politics. We should, I mean, not try to compare what the other government did and what the other one is not doing. I mean, and we'll start with Toure as well. Nelson, we came on this show, I think it was like a month ago or something like that. We had people here, we had someone from the fire service, and there were a lot of suggestions and stuff made here. We really stressed on making awareness. We don't have the money right now to say we will bring all of the tools. We don't have the money to say we will have fire headquarters in maybe each district. We don't have that money right now because we are using those money to pay people like Snowden for nothing, to pay people like get them to do nothing. So we don't have that money to spend on fire right now. So what we can do is to focus more on awareness. And since we had that conversation here, I believe that it is not only on this network. Other networks have covered this issue about fire. And I mean, this is our government, but I have not, just like Trey, I have not seen any kind of move being made in that direction. You know, like this thing. I mean, like it's
20 seconds
that I have experienced. Nelson, I used to live on 11th Street. I think, and Vasco knows this story. Like right opposite my house, there was a huge. It was like I think it was called Bada. That whole place got burned, Nelson, and there was no fire truck that came onto about more than 50 houses got burned. It was the people who were the heroes that night. People came with bucket, with sand, and everything to fight fires. But yet, then still we have our government officials making exorbitant amount of money. They are driving cars that cost over $80,000. What will it take a government to understand that this is an issue of concern? Let's put money to where money belongs. Let's have fire station in at least each district. Because look, what happened in Oro tonight? The trucks that came, Nelson, I mean, it came from Ashmont Street. If I stand to be corrected, I don't know where the fire service headquarters is. I think it's on Ashmont Street, correct? That is where those trucks came from. And
no, it's the head office is actually on Newport Street.
Thank you.
The administrative office, but they have another office on Ashmont Street.
Yeah, on Ashmont Street too. So Nelson, those trucks from that place to go to Oro, I mean, that is a long distance. Most time they are packed without water. They have to get a call and say, oh, there is fire here. Then they look for driver and look for water. Nelson, I mean, this is not fair to the people. Let's be frank. This is our government. The past government did not do it, so we will not share blames. This is ours to do. Let's focus on the people. Let's raise awareness, Nelson. You can. More people don't know that when current go, you should put your breaker off. They leave their breaker on, and when the current comes, I mean, it can come with the voltage is high, and that's what causes fire. What will it take the government to carry on that kind of awareness?
Thank you.
What will it
Let's
take
read
them?
it. Let's read it. Rudolph, Vasco, you can take us home on this topic as we try to transition quickly.
Okay, thank you so much. I see all they're so afraid coming play politics. You shouldn't be afraid. This is not about politics. But I mean, like Touré said, I mean, it's a sad situation.
Marie, put your hand down. Leave the man alone. Go ahead, Vasco.
Sad situation to see the kid, that got involved into this fire incident. But I mean, look, this is something. This thing started. I don't know when. Okay, but Nelson, and when things like this happen, you cannot do away with the government of the day. Since this thing started, there were a lot of press briefing. Nobody is hearing anything from the government about this incident, and people losing their property. People are dying, and though they got fire stuff should be on national emergency, because this is every 1, 2, 3 days fire, 2-3 days fire. So this should be an emergency, something that the government should say something. Okay, what is happening right now? If it is natural or spiritual, we don't know. But we need more awareness.
Vasco, you always talk about
Nelson,
spirituality, prophecy, and everything when it comes to this whole fire outbreak thing. Vasco,
it's arson.
Given everything that's happening here, do you still believe in this spiritual or prophecy linked to this whole fire outbreak situation happening in the country?
Yeah, Nelson, the reason why I'm still believing that this prophecy, is actually it's something that is happening, because we've been in that country, Nelson. I was born in Liberia. Like I said, I came here 2017. We have never, ever experienced this kind of an incident, this kind of fire incident. And then people say, oh, LEC. They see LEC we have from Manasarita up to present, that is LEC. They see where current used to go and can have voltage, that is seen with. They see where people go buy substandard materials and put it up there, with the current can catch up fire. As the same thing. But why now? Everything just burning. So you cannot do away with the spiritual side.
So why do you think everything is just burning finally?
You just said it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm
This
confused.
is spiritual.
I guess every one of us on the show confused. Because the CLEC we have back there from Eddington, that is CLEC. A lot of people, and one of the things, look, Liberian people, until things can start to happen before they want to take precaution. Even the house that we built, when my mom went for a visit, Liberia, she saw every time a current come, she would see fire. When they went to check, the breaker they had up there was because you send the money, you go buy the expensive breaker. They want to be able to stand the current when it comes, because the current comes straight to the breaker first before it start to go into the house. So if that breaker cannot stand that force that coming, that's how I see some of the houses burning. My mom got to tell them, say, look, how much for the strong breaker that will maintain this thing? They say $75. They won't spend that $75. They won't go buy $10, $15. Now a lot of people also burning. If it is natural, then I would say that's some of the reason you're burning. But if spiritual, we need to pray.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you very much.
Also, can we also say that the number of people that have current has increased as compared to last time?
No, but Rudolph, you can't be doing this. Rudolph, you are not recognized. Marie, take 20 seconds quickly so we transition.
Thank you very much, Nelson. Vasco, sometimes you can say something and answer yourself. And it can be good like that sometimes. How would you say, because the same LEC we have is the same LEC, just because you have the same company don't mean the process of the way they used to do things did not change. Okay, a lot of times we say on this platform we accuse our people of buying cheap wire, but it could also be the cheap breaker that LEC is distributing to these people, because that is the only thing all of the houses have in common. Okay, these breakers are the only thing all the houses have in common in Liberia, and all the houses are burning down. So what would you say about that? If I'm
Thank you.
correct me if I'm wrong, but I know that the breakers are being distributed by LEC. Is it not?
You're wrong.
No,
That's
The
already
meter, they buy their own breaker. The meter
I
that
need the
buy their
meter.
own breaker. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, the meter is being distributed by the
They
LC.
distribute a meter.
Well,
So now you're
listen.
going to run your wire and get a breaker, and when the
get
current comes, it will
your
not
own
just
breaker.
flow in the house. The current goes directly to the breaker. That's why you see a lot of people bring their breaker down. When there is no current, you have to bring the breaker down. Because I will lie to you, AC current can go straight to 300.
Thank you.
300.
No evidence.
220. Like,
But we
it goes
appreciate
straight
you,
300.
Pastor.
So if you don't keep that breaker, let's say up or down with current, there is no current, and with current, you don't have to just rush. I'm telling you.
Thank you for those tips. It's very important.
Yeah.
Now, so we want to, Shirley, I see your hand up. We want to make a transition now.
Nelson, before we transition, I just want to add on to what Ture said. You know, the education piece is really important, and I think it's good we discuss Cat. It's good we discuss things that are happening in, you know, in Liberia and politics and all of that. That is really good. But I think like coming here and taking few meetings and just educating our people, because our people are dying. And sadly, the people that are dying are the people that don't, you know, that struggle to make ends meet. They are the people that are dying. So that little boy is over there, and I'm assuming his family, everything are burned down. They're thinking about where they're gonna go tonight, where they're gonna go tomorrow, and how they're gonna get food and all of that. Now they have to worry about hospital bill. They don't have that. So educating the common people is important, that we can take some time and use this platform and be able to educate our people, like turn the candle off, turn your breaker off. If the light go, turn all the breaker off. When the light come, you can turn it back on, you know?
And you're right, Shirley, because even the guy there said that the father of that little boy rides motorbike, and the motorbike is not even his. He goes find someone bike, you ride. At the end of the day, when he put the person money, then he gets small thing. You know, they get the people who actually own the bike and people riding for them. They got those who ride for other people, and they got those who ride for the people that ride for other people that help us there.
Yeah, and that's
You know,
right. And that
so
actually
the
reminds me
child's
of
father is in that category of the people who ride for
rap
the
for
people that
other
ride
people.
for other people. They
So
help us.
not only is he worrying about his child, he's worrying
He
about his
worried
house,
about
and then he
paying
worried
those
about
stuff
somebody
back.
else's property.
Yeah.
And that
Yeah.
reminds me about the I
sad.
think the representative or senator, one of them, that house got burned. And the next thing we know, he
Joseph.
found himself into another house.
Yeah,
So
he
these
got
people
multiples.
don't have the means
Can
to
we,
do that. And
can
so
we
we need to
transition?
take time and educate them. Yeah, let's transition, but I just wanted to say that.
And that is where the government need to come in.
Can we
All
transition?
the radio stations need to
You
spend
want to
money
transition
for your
because you
I
want
radio.
to
know, but then
hear
you
for
come
your
in back with
business today.
government.
Thanks a lot, guys, and we have a lot to cover tonight. Wow, we left with just 1 hour to be here, and I hope we can respect the time, and
can
so
do
that
it.
And Vasco,
we
I can give
have
you my time. A
we can
transition
have
is important in talking about someone's child life. And that it's really sad because I have little kids. And this is like, you know, imagine I have a 5-year-old. Imagine my 5-year-old going through pain.
Think
So
that's
it's
how
a
about going in the
transition.
chat room. Let
Yeah.
go. God running on time.
you know
Yeah.
this is important, guys. It's very important, and I think we've this is something we're going to follow up on, especially with the situation with that kid. That's
With
something
that
we're going
kid,
to follow
yeah.
up on, and get to know exactly what his condition is and how it's going to play out. But lots of issues happening. We will talk about the representative Yeke Kolba issue. Maybe we'll end up on that. But Just the other day, we were talking about the Civil Service Agency, about the initiative they undertaking, trying to clean up the CSA payroll. And just so we know this, all right, there was this situation some days ago. I think about a month after the election, okay, not this, a few months ago, when this guy who had a consultancy contract with one of the ministries, I will not call the name of that entity, he reached out. He's an HR professional. And then one of the employee of that particular institution also came along with him from one thing to another. He had his own issue. We had a conversation, but something very important that employee said was that the system has been messed up. She said, Nelson, you will not believe that usually the civil servants have the account number. When you go, you are employed. According to the way it's done, you go and open an account with a bank, and your account number is there. So when the time comes to pay, it is that account, that number that the money will be deposited in, and then you get your alert. So that's how come the civil servant will say, "Oh, I just get the alert." But then she said, as someone who works in that particular office, in the finance office and all of that, she said, you will not believe that what has been happening over the time is that some of the big hands in the system will remove that account number and replace it with mobile money number.
Oh my gosh.
So that as soon as the payment is done to that account A or XYZ, regardless of the name that you like it, you put to rate needed. Once that mobile money something different, the person whose number there, that account the money going in. So the person said, this is something that has been going on. The person said there are hundreds, if not thousands of people in that category. Their names are just there. Account is created. The number is a mobile money number. So the CSA boss, upon taking office, they decided to embark on this process to clean up the payroll. And so they released a circular about 40,000 persons. They need to regularize their status and all of this. But few weeks after he made that comment, he has been on the media complaining, crying out very loud that he's alarming on threat on his life by some unknown individuals. According to Josiah Joker, he has been receiving text messages from unknown people threatening him. He has been receiving phone calls as well from some unknown individuals who are threatening to take away his life if they continue this particular process. And this is important. But he's saying that in the midst of everything that's happening, they are going to continue the exercise. In fact, they are extending the process. Initially, it was 90 days for the whole regularization of the status, but they are extending it to 120 days. Now, what does it say about the system? What does it say about our own this process that the CSA has decided to undertake? Who exactly could those individuals be? Is there any reason for us to believe what the CSA boss is saying right now? Is there any reason for us to believe that? Now, let's start this conversation from here, and then we can start with you, Francis. We take Emmy, no specific order, as we try to move to our next issue quickly.
Yeah, guys. This yes, I 100%, 1000% support cleaning up the payroll. The CSA need to do it. I mean, we're talking about money for the country. We're talking about people want to blame our problem on America not giving us Burger King, but our payroll is bloated. As you were speaking, I sat here again and I went back to pick on the lawmakers.
Yeah.
And we're talking about $2,000 deducted from that pay a month. That would be $206,000. That amount, and they said the least person in the government so get paid $150, right? That $206,000, if you pay the government people 150 each, about 1,373 people at least will get paid every month. So these so-called people that love our country, they can pay 1,373 people every month. I'm not even talking about presidential appointees, though. I'm just talking about
So
legislature
Francis,
because there are 103
are
people
you
I know of.
blaming this payroll issue on the legislators? Is that
No. But if we are going to clean up a responsible government, responsible people, well, look, other countries have done it. Why are you begging America for Burger King, but you get paid more than the lawmaker in America that passed the budget to allocate funds and send to your country? Snow, the younger caliber of the Senate, you say America you bring Burger King to you, you get paid more than my New Jersey representative, state representative, in America, and I still put a vote on budget allocation for you to get it and talk about Burger King. You getting paid more than that. You ride a bigger car than that person. What kind of opposite day is going on in Liberia? The rich country pay the people low so they can give you money. You the poor country, you pay the people high, but you beg for more.
No,
Yes.
but for instance, based on everything that's happening right now, the CS's boss, it says he's concerned about change. He wants to project the kind of change. He wants to clean up the system. But in the midst of this, according to him, he's receiving threats from some individuals on his life. Text messages, people wanting to take his life.
But you're right. But that's what it did. That was the setup. It's called the Great Setup. There's somebody said the Great Migration. It's the Great Setup from the past administration. You heard Natalia McGill the other day on Spoon Talk saying that the pro agenda. That's all the jobs they said are going to create. That's how they created the jobs
Is
for
there any
people.
reason
They
for
hire
anybody
people
to
with no
believe?
intention of with no pay.
Francis,
Huh?
is there any reason for anybody to believe what's coming from the CS's boss at this time?
Absolutely. You take anyone that say they were running around saying taking bread from people's mouth. You taking bread from ghost employees' mouth, things like that. So now if you're gonna take bread from somebody's mouth, they get mad that somebody didn't bread you're trying to take from them. But this is the result of incompetent government. Instead of creating actual job that people will go to and work, they say no, let's take people need and put it on a list so they can be getting money, but they don't even have a job. That's the problem we are faced with now. It's ridiculous.
Thank you, Francis. Let's hear from you on this, Emmy, and then we're gonna take to Ray next.
Absolutely nothing. Yeah, I knew this was gonna happen when you started seeing big hands coming out and talking about, oh, this is gonna take food from the ordinary people's mouth, on the table, they're feeding people. We think you shouldn't do this and that. Those are some of the people that are on payroll. That on that ghost payroll, imaginary pay account, something. Those are some of them. Of course, they will fight back. But let me tell, what kind of entity is there again?
The CSA.
Yes, it's all a bluff. They can't do you anything. Just make sure, like you said, it's gonna go on. They think when they threaten people in that country, because everybody says, everybody got scared of them for the past 6 years because of that gangster parents that were being ran. So when they threaten people and then people go in and shove and something, let me tell you, change is not, like I said, and I keep saying here, everybody's not gonna like change. We all talk about change, but it's gonna come in different ways, and some people's gonna get hurt. Some people will be happy. Some people will be sad. And this is it. But if you are not strong, if you don't put on your big boys pants and big girls undies, it's not gonna work out. Because if a little thing like, oh, I would do this one to you, somebody send you a text message or doing that and it's get you scared and put you in your shell, that it's not gonna go anywhere. Because corrupt countries like that, They're not just going to give up easily when change is coming. They will fight back. They will fight you, but it's left for you to be consistent. It's left for you. That gave you security and stuff.
This action here, I mean, it is, should it ring some sort of bell for the CSA boss to, you know, for some reason boycott this entire action? Is there any reason why? Because at the end of the day, you're talking about 40,000 persons who need to go in regular resident status. Something is smelling in the CSA for which
40,000
something is smelling. Yeah, something is smelling for which. Yeah, let's say 40,000 numbers or 40,000 whatever, but that 40,000 human being needs it. You know,
yeah.
Until it gets to that point where it is proving that the names are ghost names or whatever the findings are. But yes, we hold it at what it is, 40,000 people. Given the number and considering what's happening with him now, is there a need for this thing to continue? What do you think is the best way forward in this case?
Continue. That's the best way to continue. The more somebody send your text and said they threaten you and something, you should speed it up. Let them know I'm not afraid of you. What do you think your little test gonna do to me? Your little or something. Beef up your security. People doing exercise that you don't just leave them alone to just be ordinary people walking around, because people will be fighting them. Okay? Beef up his security. Continue, even speed it up. And like you said, 100 and something, yes, do that. But don't, because somebody called and said, oh, we have to stop because I'm getting threatened on my life. Because guess what? Everybody will start threatening every agency to do the right thing. Because they say, oh, it works on the one. So let me go ahead and do it this way.
Thank you.
Nelson, we don't negotiate with terrorists. We are Americans.
Thank you. That's what you there. Let's hear your take on this issue.
Yeah, Nelson, look, at the end of the day, change is not attractive. Change is not comforting. Change is not convenient. Change is problematic, right? At the end of the day, Nelson, even ourselves, once you decide to actually embark on a change within yourself, you have to combat some bad behavior within yourself. It's not easy, right? Let alone for a country. But it takes one man, a woman to unite a change where the entire village will galvanize behind that person and bringing that change to reality. Muhammad Gandhi once said, be the change you want to see in this world. Now, let me tell you this. You see, we live in a country that if we all can just give our bare minimum, right, to put on some of our patriotic pants and skirt on, we can move this country to the highest height. Let me read this quote from one of America's best president, John F. Kennedy. He said during his inaugural speech, he said this, what many consider to be the most memorable and enduring session of the speech during his 1960, I believe, was that John F. Kennedy called all Americans to commit themselves to service and sacrifice. And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. He then continued by addressing the international audience. My fellow citizens of the world, ask not what America will do for you, but what together we can do for the freedom of men.
You hear us now?
Okay? I've said this continuously. American relationship with any country is what America can get. America will not be taking taxpayer money and sending it to you if they're not getting anything back from you. It don't make no sense. It's a bad business. It's a bad business. All right? The thing that America feasibility like that you will be getting from America. You'll not be getting any kind of money that will take you from poverty. America just be giving you handout here and there. 15 million here, $60 million there. But $2 billion, $3 billion not happening. You're not happening. You have to show the people that you are genuine in your ways, in the ways you treat your own people. Right? If America see you treating your people right, America will support you to treat them even more better. All right? So let's put all these things aside, Nelson. At the end of the day, if we genuinely believe that we can do this as a country, there are a lot of people in that country right now, there are a lot of people in the GMB government, they have good intentions. And one starting with the city mayor, I like that dude. Are we going to do everything to enhance his work so that he can keep that city clean? Are we going to do that? The dude took his office. Matter of fact, he brought his office to one of the dirtiest sites. He said, this is where I want to be because this is where all the action happened. Because for you to see everything that's happening, you have to be with the people right down there, where the brooms and the garbage truck there, and you say, that's where I want my office to be.
Thank you, Ture.
These are change makers. Change is not convenient. Change is not for you to go sit in your air condition while people do. No, you have to be in the field.
Ture, I mean, taking a look at this now, I know you've already said change is uncomfortable. Change most times is painful, is problematic, and all of that.
Yes.
Given the numbers we're talking about here, Ture, now you've listened to the debate from the other side.
Right.
The folks, specifically from the opposition, the former ruling establishment,
Mhm.
they said that, look, this is one of the ways, the means through which we're able to put food on the table of lots of Liberians. Now, forget the partisan thing, forget the sedition or whatever thing that, but they said this is one of the ways we're able to put food on the table of the other people. But then removing them or wanting to clear the payroll is going to take away from those people who at least have something to depend on. Ture,
yeah,
given what has happened now, that he's now receiving threats, where do you think these threats are coming from? And what are the best ways you think this issue can be handled?
Nelson, let me tell you this, and I've said this and I'll continue to say this. When you want system to work, you have to enable, strengthen the people that are making these changes, right? By providing them security and backing them holistically. Look, my brother was working at the Freeport at the time when Ellen took over, right? When Ellen came, according to my brother, according to his story, there are about close to 1,000 employees at the port. Some people are just roaming around the port doing nothing. Some people are doing things that 2 persons supposed to do, 20 persons trying to do what 2 persons can do. That is not getting the job done. And just because you're having all these guys at the Freeport roaming around, you know what I mean? Like, have you ever heard this? That there are people roaming all around Moravia, busy like they're doing something, but they're not doing nothing.
Busy doing nothing.
Busy doing nothing. So what Ellen Johnson did, according to my brother again, she downsized the workforce. But all the people that she downsized, she did not just take, my man, you fire, go home. She settled each of them with $3,000 United States dollars. And the people that were there with degree and qualification, she then enhanced their salary, gave them health insurance, transportation made available to them. Buses will go pick them up at Vero Junction and bring them to the port. So you give them health insurance. That was on Ellen Johnson leave. But it don't make sense for you to have all these people on payroll, even if you're paying them. Some people on a job where some people are getting paid $40 a month. Who's gonna live $40 a month, right? You pay transportation, right? You have family, bro. Just because you have everybody on payroll, that does not necessarily mean that these people are working or they're bringing any substantial amount to government revenue. They are not doing anything. They are only taking from government, then they are bringing into government. And when that happens, then government will just be turning around in the same place, the same time, Then we'll go back to the whole people moving around, but they're not doing anything. That's what it is.
But do you believe this alarm that the CSA boss is raising? Is there any reason to believe that?
It is. Look, I would believe that, like I believe that today was Eid al-Fitr. I will believe that, like today, I'm no longer fasting. I believe that it is true. But I'm not fasting. I'm not fasting. I broke my fast today. Look, that dude, it is so.
You seem happy about that.
and you can go around every agency, brother. The payroll has been grossly exhausted. Okay? It is everywhere. I was in Labro 2018, Nelson. Under President George Manuel Weah. You go to some of the ministry, you see people, grown men standing and women standing in these hallways with backpack on their backs. They got ID cards, obviously, but they don't have chair to sit on. So they're standing in the lobby. I saw it. I saw that. All right. So why do you have just for them to go in that community and show their ID that they're working for a gender ministry? Maybe that gave them certain kind of satisfaction that they're going to that community. Oh, Vagabond working for gender ministry with that. So, mind you, they're paying their way to go down there just to go stay in hallways.
Thank you.
I'm telling you, I saw this thing happening. But how am I paying these people? You paying them $40? What are they doing? So when we see how many talking about paying wires fees, that the wire fees should continue.
Thank you, Ture. You want to be the next Jerry Yimpa on the show? Who is self-regulate?
The wire fees should continue. Why should they continue with those wire fees? Why? I don't see the rationale.
Go ahead, Vasco.
No, you know, Vasco, I have to tell you because of the eye you are giving to me.
I know.
But Vasco, Vasco, the CSA boss said some unknown individuals are threatening his life. They're sending him text messages, calling him and threatening to harm him because of this exercise he's decided to undertake. Clearing the payroll, 40,000 individuals wanting to have those people regularize their status. Let's hear your take on this issue.
I mean, it's laughing. I hope the president, Josiah Jacob, will be the first person on fire because he doesn't even know his job. He don't know what he's doing. You see, like, bro, the reason why a lot of people can make mistakes. Look, if you come into a job, I don't know, it's just a Liberia. It's like today when you take power, the other people that was there serving, you look at them to be people that don't know anything or they are enemy to you. If somebody was taking care of a place for like 6 years and then you come into that place, instead of you calling that person, look, bro, this is happening here. I'm not understanding what is happening here. So that person can be able to break some things down to you. So you can get a clear picture how they ran that system for 6 years. And you just jump up and start saying for the whole place a mess. The people didn't do anything. And that's it. Sometimes it's good. We all here on this platform. Sometimes it's good. Don't just listen to Spoon. Listen to OKFM. Yesterday, no guys.
You are on Spoon, dude.
Listen. I said, don't just listen to Spoon. Okay? Because if you listen to Spoon, you get one side of the story.
You give me advertising
on another platform, get it. Because those guys, my man, give me chairman.
Nelson, you're lying
guys
to
that
advertise
serve the
okay
civil
on
service
Spoon?
agency.
So let the brother go ahead. Go ahead. Let the brother go ahead.
Listen, those guys that serve the civil service agency, they were on OKFM yesterday. Today, they went to Freedom FM. And what I got from the explanation, it is clear that
Nelson.
But Nelson, you see, they
it's a violation. No, it is a violation.
Wait, let him man do it all. Nelson the whole bar. Let him man go over the LSU. That's Vasco go
my man. Nelson,
Vasco will be sat there for a conference. Vasco will be sat there for a conference right after here. There will be a serious conference. You'll be sat there for right after.
Are you getting me clear?
We're listening to you.
I said.
Can you go ahead? Yeah, go to your point now, Vasco. Go to your
Thank
point.
you. I said, I listening to the former CSA boss, and I also listened to how do you call the guy, Francis Rep. The guy, they said when they came to power, the citizen government came to power, there was 70,000 employees. Okay, out of that 70,000 employees, 77 had 44 to 45,000 under the civil service agency. Those are the people that were there. Then, because they separated the whole government into two, they had the civil service and they got the other land ministries and other things. And we all know during the monastic period, if I was a minister, the minister of various ministry were preparing their own payroll, those people that they employ, it was not from civil service or it will prepare a payroll, you send it to the Ministry of Finance. So when the citizen government decided to what? Combine the civil service agency and the other land ministry like NEC, National Election Commission, the police, the AFL, those people, they are not civil servants, but they combine that whole group into one payroll system. So the new men that are just they're confused. They don't know that the entire thing has been combined. So they're calling those people that have been combined, they're getting paid under the civil service agency, but they are not civil servants. They're calling those people, they are not legitimate. And that's what the guy said. If anybody would look at these people, even the Josiah Jogger man right now, he was working with the National Election Commission. Do you guys know that? And he's fall under that identical payroll system. So is he illegitimate? That's what the question the guy asking. So those people, you don't call them. The government decided to do that so they could be able to know how many persons on their payroll that they're working with. So Josiah Jagger Kina, because they put two NEC people, they told the AFL, they told the police, and they told all the land ministry and put them on one payroll. He's looking at these people to be under the civil servant agency. So he's bringing all this technicality. That the guy said he don't know the job.
So Vasco.
So he don't know the job.
What you explain here makes sense to you?
You are not the one that listening to the radio. They got people listening to the radio. They got people listening
to. Nelson busy. That's why.
They got you are not the person I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to the people that
listen. Yeah. So again, I want us to go back on this particular issue. And I listened to everything you said.
There is nobody threatening that man.
Right? But the guy says he's being threatened. Okay, so if you have the former, the immediate past leaders or heads of the institution coming up and saying one thing, they're more like trying to defend the system they built against the system that the current CSA boss is trying to come up with.
Exactly.
They are more like, now, Vasco, I want you to listen to what you just said, right? This man was in the system. He headed this particular CSA.
Yeah.
And someone took over for him. The person who took over says, there seems to be a problem with this thing. So I'm going to investigate. Let's put it that way. I'm going to investigate. The man hasn't investigated yet. He hasn't concluded investigation, but the man who was there is now crying wolf and saying that, look, in fact, the man doesn't know the job. I will set up the system. If he has all of those pieces of information, why not go to the current head of the institution, work with the man, and see how best you guys can do this thing? But now the head of the institution is saying that, the head of the CSA is saying that he's being threatened. He is receiving threats. People are calling him, they're sending him text messages that they want to kill him.
He just trying to buy public sentiment. Who's trying to kill him? Nobody. This man don't know what he's doing. That's what I'm telling you. So now he's trying to, because they know they have blunder. That's what I'm saying. If I were the president, he will be the first person will fire. Because a new government coming to power, you coming out with that kind of a policy, you know what you're doing? You know people you're about to take from job or in that kind of a manner. That's what I'm saying.
The president.
You should go and ask the old people that was there. Remember, your applicant gave me some explanation here. I just made it clear. The police is on now. The police getting paid on that system. But the police they are civil servant. The army people they are civil servant. So can you call the army people illegitimate because they honor this? That thing one payroll coming from the civil servant. It's very simple.
Thank you, Vasco.
But because the Jovial government wanted to know how many persons they're dealing with. Government decided to do what they want to do. If the new government can come, but the word they're using, that those people, they are illegitimate. That's the problem right there. They are not. Because they've seen Josiah Joker, who is the civil servant boss. Do you know that he worked with NEC? And he getting paid on a Nazi system? So is he illegitimate? No.
Thank you. Thank you, Vasco.
You have facts.
I will put the video in the chat. Listen to it too.
Thank you, Vasco.
Let's hear. No, let's go to Mary first. Then we'll take Rudolph.
Oh, I thought we're downstairs.
Yeah. We're gonna come to you, Francis. Let's have the guys conclude. Just jot down your points. Let's have the guys conclude, and
until Vasco's statement can be authenticated, I'm not gonna speak to it because it's a hearsay. So, I'm not listening to that. But there's a need for Liberia to be digitized almost, at least when JMB term is finished, because then we will avoid all this situation. But Vasco, your statement you said and your explanation is simple. If the people are doing the wrong thing, no problem. Since the other agencies are separate, they are going to identify the 45,000 people that are under the civil servant working for them and separate them. And those other agencies can contact their employee now and put them on the payroll directly. But please do not come here and make suggestions that the new government should contact the old government to ask them for what they don't know. Because if they knew something, they will not be out of the government today.
Exactly.
Okay? They was doing it the wrong way. That's why the Liberian people fired them. So let the people do their job. And I do believe he's being threatened, Nelson. I believe the guy is being threatened. But like everybody said here tonight, change don't come easy. Okay? And some of the greatest countries that we're in today, they did not just get to where they are because they were scared. I mean, they were scared of everything people told them. During the election time, CEO used to say, the people can kill everybody. And I agree. They won't kill everybody. At the end of the day, the love for country should be able to prevail, which is what the Liberian people did and elected JMB. So by all means, I think he should continue his job. He's doing a great job. Do what he's supposed to do to take out all those ghost employees from the system. Take all those ghost employees. And if at all, the employees that are being taken away are employees belonging to the police, the army, the army can do its own job and make its own payroll and put their people together. It's that simple.
Thank you, Mary. Rita?
Vasco was actually trying to confuse me. I was a bit confused. So
I was confused a bit. I was a lot confused.
That is why I just focused on something else.
English. I can put it in simple English.
That is why I was just focused on
I can put it in a real colloquial.
But Nelson.
Nelson can give me 5 minutes.
Guys, I see nothing wrong with people going to make their status known. There is nothing wrong with that. So why should you threaten someone only because he is saying come and Nelson? What is the word you can always use? Regular
right. People that are illegitimate. They said the people that are illegitimate.
For God's sake,
now legal employees.
Nelson, I am talking Vasco, taking my time.
You are protected, Rudolph.
What is wrong with that? I see nothing wrong. And Nelson, I said it here one night. Those names, most of it, it's not just people names that they put on there from the party to give jobs to. No, most of those names, they are people who don't even who don't even exist, and those accounts go back to the big shop. Nelson, and I agree, they are sending him 13 messages, but I don't believe that those texts are coming from the everyday citizens. No, those messages are coming from those in the higher ups who plan that even if they leave government, they will still be benefiting from that thing. That was their plan, and now it is not working. So they are fighting back. Nelson, criminals will always fight back. So what I can say to these, to this boss, if he doesn't have the balls and the funds to go to do what he is doing, let him resign. And Nelson, the next day, you will see another competent Liberian who will step up and who has the will to do it. If he doesn't have the balls and the funds, he should just resign. And there are people who would take that job and do better. Don't succumb to petty criminals. Don't do that.
Thank you.
Don't do that.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. Princess, I saw your hand up, and so we transition.
You know, some of our brother talking, you gotta catch it in real time. Especially when we're talking about and you should, if you don't know something, kind of talk to the people that you met there. The same people that say the millions of jobs are going to create for the Liberian people, they just stop people being on the payroll. That the millions of jobs there. So they might go talk to those same people. That it makes sense to you? Bro, come on, think before you talk sometimes. Then you talk about that you call it illegitimate. They say, Vasco, your job that you go to, when they say, come, prove, let's say, resubmit a resume and stuff like that, you will go there. So the 40,000 plus people, let them go and regularize the whatever they're doing. If all of them are legitimate, let them go there. But you can't stop people in your list. You say, go ask the same people. Let me go sit down.
Thank you. Vasco, finally, then we move to our next talking point.
Yeah, let me make the other point again. The reason why I said that man don't even know, he don't know this job, he don't know what he's doing. The man said from 2018 or 2019, when the CC government came to power, they employ 40,000. Now see, 40,000 they can follow SKD, they take the bottom people, they carry them to ATS. Hey, for God's sake. He said from that period to that period. Then
No. Again, no, Vasco.
No,
the process, that whole regularization is capturing those who got employed in government from 2019. From July of 2019 to December of 2023.
Yeah. 40,000.
No, but he's not basically saying
empowered. That was 2 years after.
Yeah. So let's do this. He's not actually saying that from that time up to now or up to 2023, CDC employ 40,000 people. No, the total number of people on that thing is 40,000. They are going back to 2019, from 2019 up to 2023 December, and then those who were employed within that time frame, those are the people who whose records will be checked. And you're talking about with respect to this particular action.
And again, can
I make my point now?
And again, can you take the AFL? And carry
okay, no. For me, I don't know about the AFL thing, Vasco. I want us to make our quick transition. Thank you.
That's some of the things. So can you take the AFL and carry them to the civil agencies to go regularize stuff?
Thank you. Thank you, Vasco.
To it to their place.
So
thank you, Vasco.
Vasco, in the comment section, just say AFL not part of CSA. So stop lying.
Man,
just giving.
I took AFL part of CSA.
But can you go ahead? I mean, guys, let's do this. Let's do this in order, guys. Amy, can you go ahead?
So why should we go ask them is wrong?
What?
So some of us are confused because Vasco coming here telling us that everybody is like telling me that the Senate payroll is under the Ministry of Agriculture payroll, and the police payroll under the Ministry of Health payroll. Like, are you understanding yourself and talking about the compound all of them? They know that. I don't know what kind of explanation, and he doesn't have to do that. All these people know how many people that are in government. The government knows what they're doing. He let him go relax. We don't need his help. If he was doing it right, like Maurice said, they won't be out of there. So if he did the right thing, and you see the people, they said, come and verify. Come in, what I got, regularize.
Yeah,
yeah,
regularize
yeah,
the status.
yeah, something. They're not just kicking people off of payroll, Vasco. They want to see the human being walking coming. Okay? If they don't want no ghosts, they want to see the human being coming and verifying that they do work for that entity. That's what they're doing. They're not just kicking anybody out, and it doesn't make sense for somebody to be having all these people that on one payroll system. So I don't know what you're talking about. You're talking about you won't put it in simple English. You said you made it simple enough, and it's still not
Thank you.
making
Thank
any
you,
sense to
Emmy.
us.
Thanks a lot. Now, I want us to conclude with this. Just yesterday, the War Crimes Code document was signed, and since the Prince Johnson had an interview on a local radio station in Nima County this morning. Interestingly, this is what the senator said. He said, first of all, he announced that he has withdrawn, or he is with immediate effect withdrawing his support from the Unity Party candidate in the county, Yan Twaye. Senator Prince Johnson said from today on, he now supporting that man, that the first one there. But importantly, he said the senator accused the President Bwakai, of being ungrateful. He said the president is ungrateful, and he deeply, seriously, and regrettably disappointed. He's disappointed in President Bwakai. Those are the words of Senator Prince Johnson, and then he said that President Bwakai, according to Senator Johnson, is allegedly imposing war crimes court, using the TRC recommendation, and paying money to people to get rid of him, Senator Prince Johnson. Now, let's talk about this. The senator signed the War and Economic Crimes Code document, though he signed in session at the time when all his other colleagues had already signed this document. But what matters is that Senator Prince Johnson signed the document. He affixed his signature. Few hours after, he has an interview on a radio station in Nima County, and he says the President Bwakai, is imposing war crimes court. He's seriously, deeply, regrettably disappointed in President Bwakai. He's withdrawing his support from the Unity Party candidate in the senatorial election that's going on in Nima County. And he says the president is paying people to get rid of him. Now, let's hear a take on this, guys. Is this coming from a place of politics? Is there any semblance of someone trying to impose war and economic crimes court here on the Liberian people? With what Senator Johnson said, okay, let's look at his other action about withdrawing his support from the candidate. As you know, senatorial election is going on in Nima County, the by-election. The Vice President, Jeremiah Kuhn, he created a vacancy. He's withdrawing his support from the Unity Party candidate, Yan Twaye. Does this in any way take away from the strength of the Unity Party? Now, I mean, with all of what's happening here, let's get your take around it. Let's do just maybe 1 minute, 30 seconds around this particular issue, because we want to give our folks the time to weigh in their thoughts. We're going to start with Toure.
So obviously, what is happening is a bit, like you betray my support, and I'm gonna, like, stick it up to you in an area that, even though, it might not mean anything, because we have taken the entire cake, and all you have left now is the crumbs. I think what Prince Johnson is doing, or at least Senator Prince Johnson, for respect of his office, is to say, okay, I give you everything, and in one area that, as I'm aging now, like nearing to where I should be relaxed, you are trying to awaken the big monkey, that have been put to bed, at least relatively thinking, have been put to bed, which is the war crime code. Because if anything that getting honorable, at least Senator Prince Johnson into this situation of total, ziale tule, is this war crime code thing, and he's just going around trying to see if anything possible that he can make Unity Party, or at least people that are, in support of the government, to see where maybe he can stick it up to them. So if he say you're not going to support a Unity Party candidate that is in a by-election, or at least, to fill the vacancy created by Vice President Jeremiah Kpankun, well, I'll tell you what, I mean, that is not really a thing. The party don't need that seat anyway. If JMB do everything he needs to do, at least do the work of the Liberian people professed in his arrest agenda, who give a damn about another senator coming there that will support a Unity Party, or at least passing out of the the bill that they are sending to. Because at the end of the day, this is what I don't understand about Liberian politics, right? Like in America here, a president when they pray to God in heaven that when he or she taking over, they should have both houses support, right? What is the upper or lower house? Because in the United States, if you don't have a support in any of these places, you just get on to go, because nothing you will put forth that will go through, right? But Liberia, unfortunately, that's not the case. Just be a good friend with certain people that can move things in our house, and JMB should be in the right position right now, because there are key players there in our house there that already got his support, and they will do everything to maneuver whatever they can to see to it that all of his agenda, or at least what he's trying to pull forth through the Senate, will go through. You got Dillon there, you got Amara Cornet there, you got Nyombli there, right?
Thank you.
You go down the list. I mean, there are a lot of people there that are fan and supporter of this administration, and they are all top ranking, respectable people in the Senate. So another senator coming there to be there, I don't really see that as a heavy weight anyway.
Thank you. Let's take Rudolph and then Vasco.
Nelson, this morning I was working out when I was listening to that stuff, and honestly, it gave me my morning laugh. I mean, I laughed so hard this morning when I was hearing him using those words. But what I'm going to say is that, I mean, like, he is not being honest, because JMB campaigned on this issue of war crime court. Our payload number 4 is a section in it says improve rule of law and ensure justice for all. So it's either Prince Johnson.
No, improved rule of law, improved rule of law and justice for all. What thing is that I think talk about war crimes? If you want to look at it black and white, no. If you want to look at it black and white, rule of law, you can improve the rule of law by battling the justice system, the court, all these places, and rule of law.
Justice, ensure justice.
Justice for the
JB,
people, the three
Nelson,
missing
don't drag me
boys,
here, Nelson.
the
Don't take Prince
auditors,
Johnson's side.
justice for all those people.
Nelson, yes, Nelson, Prince Johnson.
Is the senator wrong to say he's disappointed?
Yes, he is wrong. Because Nelson, one thing about JMB is he doesn't lie to you because he wants you to support him. I made reference here to a meeting that I was in with the likes of Henry Costa and some other top UP people in the US here. And JMB was clear. He said, if you guys are supporting me only because y'all want a big job when I win back home, I am sorry, but then don't support me because that's the wrong reasons. Because I would not give it to you. He said that. That's the kind of person JMB is. Nelson, Prince Johnson was blinded by the fact that he wanted a vice president from Nima. So he was so blind to even check our agenda. Or he was so deaf that he didn't even listen to JMB doing his campaign trail. JMB campaigned on this, and he said it almost everywhere he went to campaign. On all of his interview,
let's leave you there, Rudolph. Vasco.
So Prince Johnson is not being fair to JMB and to us, honestly.
Vasco, Senator Prince Johnson and the president, who's playing their friend here? Who's not being fair to who here? I mean, Senator Johnson is saying that he's deeply. No, I want to quote few of the words he used. Few of the words the senator used. Okay, so the senator said he is what? He is deeply discouraged. He is terribly disappointed.
Okay.
And I'll go on to name the rest of the other ones he's using here. At President Boakai, because he's deeply disappointed, seriously and regrettably.
Seriously, regrettably disappointed.
But go ahead, Vasco. Is the senator right to be disappointed in everything that's happening here with the War Crimes Court?
You see that one? Nobody can take it from the senator. The senator is right. The senator feel disappointed. None of us here know what kind of discussion the senator and the president had over the period during the campaign, because we saw them in a tete-a-tete meeting, not just one time, maybe two times during the whole campaign period. So we don't know what the president told him. You understand? So there was a time when Prince Johnson was supporting. Was supporting the CDC. He said something about the president. He said the president is among the 10 ungrateful lepers. Among the 10 ungrateful lepers. That's what he said. Among the 10 ungrateful lepers.
Yeah, you want to mute and address that situation before you come back.
I know JB got fucking.
I will conclude. He said the man was one of the 10 ungrateful lepers. But there's things are two things. And it happened to be that the president won. Because PYJ in his thinking that with all the news that were coming that the paper was sick, and the paper was this, the paper was that. So PYJ had a hope that the paper would not even go complete 1 year or 2 years.
Did you also, because you found the people who were saying those things that the paper would not go for 1 year? Yeah, but don't say PYJ alone, my man. Don't try to play us with other things. Just go ahead and make your point. Say we were saying, no, Vasco, say we were saying the papi was sick and he would not make it for
we all saying the papi was sick and he would not make it. He would not even go for 1 or 2 years.
So now we all. No, not we all, brother.
Don't put me there. Don't put me there.
You're eating my tongue. Our hero Costa to order. The papi with
all the leftover heroes.
Our hero told us, so we all went by it because the hero and the papi were just like this. So people had that thing. He said, but they said we're taking the Jeremiah Kuhn man to be the next person. So when the papi lead the scene after 1 or 2 years, then Jeremiah Kuhn. Now I know the papi too, all that thing. I also somebody say the papi can be acting that he's sleeping, but he's not sleeping.
We told you. That's my we told you.
So the papi we. The papi, the old man who should be at the man who should be acting that he's sleepy. The man playing on the man who thought I open why was smart. So that the papi want it's funny. For me, I get a papi 100% on that one. I get a papi 100% on this one. So the papi not be waiting. I want the way he started.
Doesn't right to regret about his support.
Left when I know he regretting. If he wasn't regretting, he would not take his support from young
I
one.
say you think it's right for him to regret his support?
Yeah, right, because he right. Nelson, he feel disappointed.
Thank you.
Yeah, he feel disappointed.
Okay, so Mary, since your hand is up, let's have you come in.
No, nursing. See, you want me to? I will talk about my hand when I off. Vasco give me migraine to net. My hair every day hurting me.
Mary, I can use your time. Because
No.
Last night, nursing, I wanted to speak on.
We'll end up on it. We'll end up on it.
Yeah, but I also wanted to speak on this whole PYJ something last night when they was asking if he was under duress to sign that paper. But you know, it was a political move that PYJ did, because in at the end of signing, he had realized that 27 out of 29 had already signed. There was nothing he could do about it. So to be smart, he just decided to sign it, you know, in a way to convince the people of Nimba that he's all for it. For me, what I'm going to speak to is that this is the time for the Nimbanians to come to the realization that as much as PYJ is the godfather of their county, he have been there for them, but he's also affecting them. Because if you keep finding yourself in this situation, you got to know that you are the problem. PYJ found himself in this situation with CDC and he withdrew his support same way because his personal interest was not met. And it's the same thing that's going on right now with the UP government. Because his personal interest is not met, so he's withdrawing his support. But he's forgetting to know even him. I want to disagree with my brothers, and then I say, yeah, oh, you know what the paper do. Even PYJ campaign on war crime code. He sat on spoon and told us that he himself wants to know what happened to his people in Nimba County. So he's all for war crime code, and war crime code should come to Liberia. He campaigned for UP on war crime code. Is it that they just say it to get the people to trust them to vote, and then when they vote, they expect that their personal interest should be put before country? Well, too bad. Because the president we have now he's saying that it will not be business as usual. So PYJ can withdraw his support if he wants. But the people of Nimba County need to understand that as much as PYJ have been their godfather, he's stopping them from getting the development that they need because of personal interest. All the time, because they have the numbers to vote, so he want to sway them in the direction that he wants them to go, and keep keeping them away from the growth that they need in their county.
Thank you, Mary. Yeah, we'll come to the hands that are up, but let's conclude this thing. Let's take Francis and then Emmy.
Yeah, can you guys hear me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this whole Prince Johnson thing, you know, he thought he was a fox, you know. He thought he could outsmart the Liberian people and just live out and avoid accountability. He said every long rope has an end. He knew Annie is a criminal too, should not bring a war crime code. He supported her. He knew George Weah, Mumu, he was coming to just steal. So he knew George was not going to bring no war crime code. So he supported him. Now he thought President Barker was not going to do it too. So he keep going on the other side, playing spotter. But what he forget to know, or he didn't take into consideration, that paper, his owner,
So he probably is the last bus stop. Now he's disappointed. He said, I fought that inside. That what happened to him now? Because he told people not going to do it. And I mean, just said something. People running around talking about 100 deliverables, blah, blah, blah. But this particular thing that we see both the House and the Senate have passed a resolution to establish the War Crime Code. That would be the legacy of President Barker. I don't care what anybody say. Y'all can say whatever I want to say. The 250,000 plus people that die in that country, the fact that under his administration, justice will come. This is going to be one of President Barker's legacy. So we'll talk about legacy president. This will be one of President Barker's legacy. So President can do what he want to do. He can cry, he can pout, he can throw tantrum like a child. That his business. Let him go and take support from Nima County and get rid of France. That his business. But that War Crime Code coming, he will go there. They'll call him Pops in the head. Thank you.
Thank you.
So
Emmy?
yeah. So I'm glad Vasco said tonight he confessed about JMB tonight. I'm glad because these were the same guys saying that and getting Jeru or whatever. Then if Waka wins, Liberia is gonna be what existential threat because he's gonna be taking orders from Prince Johnson. That's what's gonna be happening. And this rebel, this killer, this murderer, this, that. So I'm glad Vasco just confessed his sin. You know, like, oh yeah, we were lying. And we told you, JMB is not somebody to play with. Oh, he dying in 2 months. Y'all always come for the leftovers heroes that have no more salt in them. Like the one you're towing right now, you get called by and carrying him. Nobody got a problem. Nobody got anything in them anymore, any trust in them anymore. That's for you something. And yes, every time they come, it's a problem for you. Like everybody already said. Even India, I can't say on the campaign tour, JMB talks about war and economics chronicle. JMB never deceived PYJ. So I don't know what is he disappointed about? I don't understand it. Or he thought it was a joke. Or he thought it was like everybody else had done it over the years and go and run campaign. Oh yes, I was like, yeah, I would bring it, and then after they win, they tell like people, oh yeah, it was stupid to listen to me, and it is not gonna know. JMB told them, and every time this is why I started supporting him because every time I watch an interview of this man, I never knew anything about Liberian politics. I never knew anything about the candidates and stuff. I read about him, and then when I watched this interview. Like every time he spoke, I could see every time he spoke, I could see the sincerity in him, right? Because he always says, "So help me God, I will do it. So help me God." And I'm looking at him, I'm like, this man is old.
Amen.
What more does he have to do with money? What more? You disturbing my presentation, Vasco, and I don't appreciate that. Thank you. So yeah, look at you're not coming. What wrong with you?
Thank you, Emmy.
Thank you. Lose that. No, don't tell me thank you.
Thank you. I mean, these are things that will happen.
Sorry, I mean, sorry.
During intellectual exchanges, these things will happen, Emmy.
Okay.
You know,
next time I intellectual exchange him, don't just stop me. Okay. Again, because he keep messing me to lose my tongue, and I don't like that.
Did you get hair, Emmy? Get
hair. Don't mind him. Go ahead.
She got love, but she can make it.
I can make it.
But you know, I will show you what Vasco can be doing. All the things Vasco can be on. That's but go ahead to take 20 seconds quickly. We want to.
But you see, Nelson, I didn't do political science, but I know a thing or two about politics because I've been around for a little bit. Not to disclose my age, but let me tell you this. 2017, if anybody know politics, I told the Liberian people, I said JMB made some mistakes, some rookie mistakes. You will know for a man who been around politics for all these years. And Vasco support me on this. JMB
he was too honest.
JMB treated politics like it was a religion. And politics is no religion. He refused to go into some marriages that At the end of the day, people say, oh, but the Papa lie. But that's politics. It's all lies. Politics is a marriage that you don't want to get into. All right? JMB refusal to give Ellen Johnson Sirleaf or lip service that I'll protect you causing the election. The fact that JMB said that the Constitution have a provision that gives former head of state certain immunity of protection, and he will make sure under his leadership, everything will be afforded to former President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. The fact that he could not utter that he will protect her causing the election. And JMB said, okay, fool me once, shame on me, but fool me twice, I'll be mumu. The Papa turn. Papa say, I will agree. Come through. You know what I'm saying? Then the reality that's not shifting. Even Vasco not saying, people telling you say the Papa can be sleepy, but I can be open.
I wanna correct the brain.
Vasco?
You know,
the whole world.
So that's exactly what it is. Look, let me tell you, you can't treat politics and religion. If you really
you get to read it down.
Thank you. But Trader coming back.
You wouldn't get enough time when they're making good points.
Well, guys, we have to open the phone lines. Yeah, but we have to. Okay, so just take a few seconds quickly.
Yes, because I mean, I didn't get the time to talk about this whole young tourist stuff, right? Nelson, if you follow the record, the UP has never won Nimba County until this going elections. So for us to say Prince Johnson doesn't have an influence, that would be a bit too.
Buddha, please don't come here with that.
But Nelson, what I can
I
tell
didn't
you,
say he don't have an influence.
Nelson,
What I need to come to this.
Nelson, what I can tell you is that this time it's not just about Prince Johnson. The people's eyes are open that the reason why he is not supporting is because he is trying to deny them justice. Because even he himself said people kill his people and they should be brought to justice. So those people should understand. Those people should understand that this war crime code is not about Prince Johnson. It's about them. It's about their families, their loved ones that they lost.
Thank you.
I do believe that they are going to stand by JMB and Yan Tuare, and he is going to win. And also, Nelson, what I look forward to seeing is who will the vice president support. That's what I am looking forward to seeing.
Who vice president?
Who will Jeremiah support?
No, of course he supports Yan Tuare.
Nelson, are you sure?
Oh yeah.
The vice president, no, whatever. People are just doing is he's doing a selfish. He playing a selfish game. That's what he's doing. You flip flopping all over the place. Oh yeah, I want it, and then the next one you get in angry that they something there. Let me finish now. You throwing a timber. You throwing a tantrum that he's doing it. He targeted me. You just signed this paper. There was no gun to your head. You were even arguing that why didn't they call you to sign it? Why you call me? And you told me to say I sent you a communication and something, and you pretending like you didn't even know what was going on. And now you go back to Nimba County and then you're trying to turn everything, like always trying to brainwash the people. And that's wrong. That is wrong. And Nimba County people need to stand up against that and something. Even them, some of them suffer in Prince Johnson here. Then he said he was liberating, which yes, he was doing that. But some of the Nimbadan also suffer in Prince Johnson here. He didn't just something and something. So I don't know why he going there every time trying to brainwash them and making them something that they will protect me. There was nobody's after Nimba County. They're after you. Nobody said anything about you protecting Nimba County was the wrong thing. It's the thing that you did during the war. That's what happened. Nobody said because you got out to protect Nimba, that what the problem is. No, that's not why there's something. It's stuff that some evil stuff you did. That's what the parent can say. So start brainwashing people in that county thinking that
give my 20 seconds.
Something. Who told you you got 20 seconds? You already called me all you suddenly ain't talking about 20 seconds.
Hey, there,
Take 50, you still say the same thing. Take
no,
50
no, no. I will
seconds.
say something.
Now saying.
Look, let me tell you one thing. When it comes to Prince Johnson in Nima, you shouldn't just sit down and start saying this and that. Watch the election. Yantuan will lose the election in Nima County. Let me tell you, Prince Johnson always pass sympathy for the Liberians and they can follow him.
And that's what we are saying.
Well, that's what we're saying.
He's
brainwashing them, and they need to have their own whatever.
He came Moravia and son, he going back to Nima and telling the people say the whole work is about him.
No
and the
problem.
moment he start to say that to the Liberians, the people start to
be president.
The people start to be in sympathy with him now. That's how you do it in the politics.
But that's what we're telling the Liberians to stop letting Prince Johnson brainwash them and control them. They saw it. They saw it on their own. Like everything we're watching.
No, it was because of Ellen. It was because of Ellen. Because we are said that his first priority will be to protect Madam Zali. And that is why he won.
This should be another argument. When people say that kind of thing, my whole brain is shaking.
No, but when the Ellen Johnson came out and publicly, when?
Listen, we have people winning election in Liberia from that Prince Johnson got into politics. How people get winning election for you want to put away early?
Well, please.
Anybody win in my country, you win
brother.
Election.
Everybody knows.
Anybody, no, brother, no.
We could have been talking on your get issue all the extra.
Anybody preach.
You get love, but you're not making.
So let's take a few calls. We're gonna come back. Marie, you have a time on the Yaga issue. But let's
you get my role model or your leader, my role model.
So we Pastor.
So folks, you can call us up on the
I get it to let Prophet Key small answer.
Please call only on WhatsApp, and you can call the 0555101075 as well. Let's take our first call here on the line. Let's hear from this person. Your name and where you call from.
I mean, they're coming for me.
Hey, this is Marty Force. Oh, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. You're live. Let's hear you.
Let's go work.
Hey, this is Manny Force. I come from Pennsylvania, USA. Oh, let me just correct Fasco something. He just said something before you even open the line. He said, when did Ellen Johnson Sirleaf come in the campaign during 2017? Hey, I'm a diehard Unity partisan, but one thing I will never forgive Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for is when she told George Weah, who was the opposition presidential candidate to a Unity Party, to break a project that you were having.
To break ground for the
project, groundbreaking for that project. Yes, that alone shows that she left Unity Party. She betrayed Joseph Boakai. And I personally, we never, ever forget about Ellen Johnson Sirleaf for what she did. So if you telling me that Ellen Johnson Sirleaf came in the middle, no, she did not come in the middle. It was plain. She knew George Weah was a puppet. She knew that she would live with George Weah and do whatever she wants, and whatever she said, that's what he would do. So he shouldn't tell me, say, he was later in the campaign. She break ground with George Weah. That shows to Joseph Boakai that he was nothing to Ellen Johnson Sirleaf.
Thank you very much. Let's go there and take this call. Hello, you're live. Your name and where you call from.
Good morning, Nelson. How are you?
Yeah, Godwin rather.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Good evening to the panelists, or good morning to the panelists here in the US. Nelson, great discussion for the guys. You know, sometimes I listen to Vasco talking and the many seditions and reactions, it gave me serious headache, especially as it relates to the fire incident. Why would Vasco be going out talking about spiritual evil? I think happening for so many factors. So people shouldn't be telling the fire outbreak thing like it's some evil thing. Once you are a Christian, you should think positive, man, and start being negative. Vasco, fire outbreak, okay, on Madam Ellen Johnson administration. Fire outbreak occurred under Georgia administration. It's nothing evil. It's nothing spiritual.
Thank you.
And as it relates to Edwin Snow, Edwin Snow was just talking because I think where his father-in-law, his former father-in-law is, I think he wanted to see his father-in-law get out of that place. So, he's just talking to please himself, but he's not talking to please the Liberian people. Then he just shut out his mouth. Thank you.
Let's go ahead and take this person. Hello, and please, guys, please call only on WhatsApp. All right, please place WhatsApp call only to this number. Hello, you are live. Your name and where you call from?
Yeah, Nelson. My name is William. I call from North Dakota, Fargo.
Okay.
Yeah, my contribution today is that you see, most especially this edition, I'm not really thinking of Vasco today because Vasco, he will talk what he think, but I just want to let him know that they will cry tired and they will explain tired. We're not going to do anything according to their way. Joseph Baga going to do everything he might possible to meet the Liberian people expectations. We pray to God, the fire outbreak in Liberia will not continue. We'll find solution to it, and everything going to be good.
Thank you. Thank you very much for your contribution. Please place your calls only on WhatsApp. Call only via WhatsApp. Please don't. Okay, so let's see if we take this call. So we take 2 more calls and then we wrap up. We come back to close up. Let's take this person. Hello. Hello. Hello, are you here? Okay, so we lost this person here. And so I think we can wrap up. Let's see if we can do our closing because I see Toure is trying to sleep. Toure, what's going on?
Toure ate a lot of food.
Toure, you can't call your house and breaking it out now. Toure, you are muted. We're not even hearing you.
I said, man, just zip on my mango juice, my man. Yeah, my man. I need to recuperate, my man.
You need to recuperate. Recuperate
Oh,
because things have been
look what he lost.
I don't know where the guy gets in Jerito convoluted from doing the capital.
No, Gibson Jerry talking for him.
Gibson Jerry made one appearance here and he didn't return.
Since then he been talking about Kung Fu later.
Yeah, they made.
Oh yeah. But I think we can come back to do our closing. You can handle things from there.
That's good. You got 2 seconds.
So,
but Nelson, I thought you said we were gonna talk about the people wanted to talk about Yeka, right? Or we don't have time?
Okay, use our closing to talk about Yeka.
Yeah, so so the lawmaker is being investigated. Actually, I thought to have one of his colleagues to come on, but we had a discussion for tomorrow. But yeah, but we can chime in on this. It's good Vasco is going off because Vasco said his role model is Yeke. But yes, the lawmaker is being investigated by members of the House of House of Representatives for his outburst on the president and the first lady. A communication was drafted and presented to the plenary of the House of Representatives by the District 7, Montserrat County District 7 lawmaker Emmanuel Dan. So they're investigating him because they said that his attitude, his outburst, and his conduct as a public official taints the integrity of that honorable body which he's a member of. But what do you think is going to happen here? What can the lawmakers do in the first place to Yeke? Do they have what it takes to impeach him? Can they impeach him? Can those lawmakers take any action against Representative Yeke Koluba that's going to have him that's going to bring about or see a brand new Yeke Koluba, a refined Yeke Koluba who approaches or engages issues in a whole different way? Let's start with Marie.
Yeah, Marie been wanting to talk about this.
Well, I was watching the show 2 days ago. I was at work and I listened to many of my colleagues on the whole Yeke situation, and I kind of partially disagree with them a little bit when it comes to the whole Yeke issue. You know, what Yeke is doing is no different from what he did during the George Weah regime. Okay. And I heard people mention what's his name, Prophet Key's situation. And a lot of people said, well, Prophet Key is not a government official. But Nelson, to answer your question, I believe that there is nothing the lawmakers can do. They are not the one that elected Yeke. So I don't believe they can do anything about it. With that being said, because Bushi Ben Keita came on air during the whole Prophet Key situation and said that there is a law in Liberia, including the Kamara A Kamara law, that allows people to have the freedom of speech and can say whatever they want to the president and nothing can come out of it. Bushi Ben Keita said it. He said they can even cause Joseph Barker and there is nothing nobody can do to the person because that's the law. Now, the law doesn't mean that you can tarnish somebody high-end reputation. What can be done to Yeke is through these people that Yeke are forcefully accusing. Like, for instance, the first lady. If Yeke were to come and say he had a situation with any individual, he gave specific, in this hotel, in that hotel, that person should be the one to sue Yeke so that he will provide evidence of what he's speaking to. And if he cannot provide evidence, the law should be able to deal with him. This is what we need to be doing to take away this whole impunity in our country. Because anybody feel like they can just say anything about you, just do anything about you. You see the situation with Mercy Chinwo. Her baby picture was posted on social media. These social media blackers just woke up and say the baby looked like Nathaniel Bassey, so the baby belongs to Nathaniel Bassey. And those 5 people right now are in court for millions of dollars. They took them to court. Yeke keep doing this thing is because the people he's doing it to, they are allowing him. The government officials did not investigate Yeke during the George Weah regime. So I don't think they should do it for Joseph Barker either. But the people that Yeke is tarnishing their reputation should be the one to take decision against Yeke and take him to court. And all this thing will stop.
Thank you, Marie.
Every other person after the first lady, he do it again. That person should carry him to court. He do it again. And the government, and if he cannot pay those people money, the government should be taking his salary and pay the people for the fine that they will find him. All our noise will stop.
Ray?
Yeah, so says Mary, you're absolutely right. So there's the thing. I heard Senator Larry Zilon talk about that they cannot do anything about it. And that's true, they can't do anything about it. And it is too late. Because according to him, Senator DeLong, that when Yeke was doing the same thing, yesterday, none of them had, any sort of reservation as to, like tell them to stop or all of that stuff. So in short, not to use his words, but what that meant to me was they enable his behavior.
Yeah.
In setting a stand. And out on the platform, when we discussed some of his outburst on President George Manning, we had the time, and I always say, I think he's going too far. In as much I have some disagreement with President George Manning, but there are certain things that you cannot get people, kids, spouse involved in situation. That for me, that's bullying. and flat out being childish. For a grown man, how can you go that low to talk about how the president is important? Those children of the president is not his. I mean, how low can you go? How low can you go? And all what I'm saying, Yeke is just trying to distract people from talking about that incident with that school, girl. I think he's trying to distract people, and that's a legitimate situation. If the horse can have any sort of, validation as to what he was doing with that girl, I think that's something that should interest the house. Because number one, my man, like I said, I've been around for a little bit. That picture and the display of that picture, that did not in any way tell me anything that I already, you know what I mean? That I don't already know, right? I was just in Liberia recently. I'm not gonna.
So you have an experience before. You have an experience before.
My man. Nelson, let me tell
Oh no, okay. Ture, go ahead. Go ahead.
My man, let me tell my own.
Ture indicted himself.
No, I did not indict myself. I just said
he's been around for some time.
I told you I was just in Liberia recently. That action there is called pay by play. That's what I'm going to say.
Thank you, Ture. Pay by play.
That is pay to play right there. That picture right there. I'm just saying, if you've been around, if you know how things go down in Liberia, that's exactly what was depicted right there. And Yeke is trying to divert the conversation from people talking about that, going on these outlandish, gross like absolutely below the belt assault on the president and his family. It is wrong.
Thank you.
It is wrong. He did not go to this length with President George Manawia.
No, he did not.
He did not go to this length with President George Manawia. And we are culture of culture. And Yeke is talking about he from Lofa County. People don't behave like that from Lofa County. People in Lofa County don't behave like that.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And I don't even think people in any part of Liberia behave like that.
Thank you, Ture. Thank you. We have less time. Go ahead, Arula.
Marie, when you said that they cannot do anything to him because they did not do anything to him during the past regime, I mean, I would like to default a little bit. I feel like the reason why they didn't do anything to him because they did not want to exercise the law that are on the books. Because if you see, even the guy who wrote for them to have him disciplined, he's a new guy.
So and a unity partisan, right?
He's a new guy.
But he's a unity party lawmaker.
But Mary, why are we making the rules, the house rules, or the party thing?
So you guys gonna cut me off?
I'm sorry. I would answer you, Ami, but I don't.
So here is it, right? I mean, do I think that what they're about to do to call him to action, he will stop? No, he will not stop. But what is going to lead to is him being expelled because there are laws on the board as well that they can expel him. And here is it, Marie. It's not they are not calling him to action because he is abusing JMB or because he is abusing the first lady. No.
Yeah.
They are listen up. They are calling him to action because his action, his outburst in the public has a lot to do with them. Right? And the reason why that is because when a single lawmaker is being disrespected, as we saw in the case of Honorable Snow and Eugene Fagon, it becomes the business of all of them. So that is the same way that if one of them is in the public and acting disorderly, it is also the business of all of them. So that's why they are trying to punish him. It's not because he is insulting JMB or his wife. No, it's because they are trying to protect the character of that honorable body.
Yeah,
I think that should be made clear. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah. People, like I said, thank you to Ray for saying that. What I just wanted to say, like, it's not the same. No one's saying that. Oh, what Yeke was doing. That's why I said they need to rewind the tape, because I hate when people saying that, oh, because you supported him to win the district, that means you supported him insulting. No, we all came on here, we say his way of handling things is wrong, but from what is being done to him, it's only fair that this man is not giving the place for him to work and do what he's supposed to do. So they're blaming everybody, but they're not blaming CDC that make him famous for chasing him every time. Judge Weah were going after him. Oh, when I meet you again, they might get one person with Leon on the table, or when I catch the other person in there. That is not how a president behaves. Okay? Everybody going in session, they're going after him, they're doing it. Those are the things that the Liberian people saw, that they fell for Yeke. That's what they saw and fell for him. It wasn't because, oh, he was insulting and whatever. No, a lot of us say that, yeah, the way he handles it, the way he expressed himself, no, that's somewhere with something. But from what you just ignore what was being done to him as well. Okay, so that's why he was doing that. Now, what is JMB doing to him? So it's not the same situation. It's a two different situation. He been attacking this man, insulting him from the day he won the election. They will even call him and have an audience with him. He will go back out there again, start the same old madness. Okay, what does this picture taking have to do with JMB and his wife? What did JMB was the one who took the picture? Was his wife was the one that, I mean, was she? None of that. But he just came out and decided to attack them. All I see, Yeke is looking for attention. Number one, he's trying to get like everybody attention off that picture thing, like Tyrell already said. And he's trying to, this man doesn't know what he's doing. He has been exposed. He's trying to look at, oh, somebody chasing me. And I thought was somebody attacking his family in Ghana, and he told the LMP. LMP is supposed to leave from Liberia and go Ghana to go investigate what's happening to your family in Ghana. Like, are you serious? And dude is just trying to like run away to not show people, and people already see that he's incompetent. But unfortunately, CDC did not allow us to see that. They make it look like Yeke knew what he was doing, but CDC was chasing him around and being unfair to him. So that's why he wasn't doing his job. Okay, and that's why people supported him. It's not because he was going around acting like something and insulting or whatever. A lot of people said, even Darius Dillon, I was something. Darius Dillon said, I don't agree with the way he addressed his thing, but I think this is what's going on with, and that was a lot of Liberians feeling about the whole thing, not the way he insulted, but what is JMB doing to him? What is the JMB government doing to him? Nothing. I think he even had a group something with him, but he just decided to burn this bridge because he doesn't want to like people to ask him, oh, so what have you done for District 10? Or what is the next thing on, because he doesn't know. So he want to create this chaos to make it look like, oh yeah, nobody, Yeke always want to work, but nobody giving him the time. But no, it's too late. The Liberian has figured him out, and he's the, and like you said, Rudolph, they're not trying to punish him because of him insulting the president. They're trying to punish him because of that rules they have in their house. That's what they're trying to do it. It's not because of what he said. And even people are saying, oh, because if somebody murdered yesterday, they got away with it. When they do it for the second time, they don't want them
regulating
to
the regulator?
do something.
Who's regulating the regulator?
Me. Don't look at Chico mouth. Don't look at Chico.
You can't shut the Chico mouth.
Don't look at Chico mouth. Go ahead, I shut it. Lord Nancy, I'm not enjoying you and your Vasco tonight. You keep cutting me off and keep making me lose my time. I'm not going to protest tomorrow.
But Rudolph, what you say? What's up with the dark glasses almost at the end of the show?
I know.
They made camera eating beans. The camera eating beans. How he can't take dashes and put
not eat beans this late.
Go ahead, share it to you. May a comment on this issue here. So,
but I just
I
just want to say a little thing about Yeke. Actually, I don't think I found it interesting talking about him because he's not relevant at all. And I think that's the main reason what he's doing that, because he tried to get that attention. And I mean, we kind of buy into that because we are here talking about him when we should be talking about how we can educate our people on, getting rid of this fire, telling them to to be able to not use the candle when they're going to bed. You know, things that are going to help our people. Yeket is not relevant, at least not to me at all. Because this man, just give him camera, just get him the attention. He's ready to. Yeket can just wake up one day and be like, you know what? Let me see who I can cause today. Let me see what I can say today for people to just get the attention on me. Okay? So nobody cared about what Yeket is doing. Unfortunately, he's talking about the first lady. And I kind of like what Amy said. Not Amy, but Marie. He was doing it, doing George Weah time. And then, people thought it was funny. It's not funny. Like a lot of our brothers have mental health problems. They don't know that. They don't know. They think mental health is like running crazy on the street. It's not. A lot of them have been affected by the war. They saw somebody being killed in front of them, or some of them were part of the war. So that stuff is something that they living with. And so getting that attention and sitting down and causing somebody that can be either your mom, your sister, your daughter, and you think it's fun because you're trying to get away from something that you should be addressing. What are you doing with a 14-year-old?
Thank you.
Is that your cousin? Is that your daughter? Is that your niece? That's what you need to be addressing. Instead of switching everything and think that, you want the president to come to your knee on everything. Like he feels like he is like the president owe him something. Like nobody owe you something, dude. You got benefit from the people voting for you too. So the president won the election, yes, you helped, but also they help you too because you are elected too. So come on, just grow up.
Thank you, Shirley.
Thank
I
you.
know it was a win-win, right?
Emmy is very good at regulating,
When it
But
comes to a lot of people,
when Emmy takes the stage, she just be going from.
I want you to look at the time. No. That's not fair. That is not fair. I never had a time to. You want me to start using timer?
Next time I get
Because I never had a time to talk about
Nothing can I say something quick,
You
please?
always interrupted me.
Nothing. I mean, Noosh, on behalf of the 5-2 gang, please, the 5-2 army, please leave us alone. Noosh, in a comment section, you're talking about Shelley being 5'2" for real, man.
No, I am 5'2"
association. Please,
but what's wrong with being 5'2"? No.
Okay, so let's
to come for you.
I got a question for you.
Yeah, I'm coming. I will respond to that question quickly. But let me just squeeze in someone. One of our followers, he really wants to make a quick point. So let me just squeeze him in quickly. And then I will answer your question, Ture, before we go. Hello, you are live now. Please go ahead, sir.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Nelson. How you guys doing?
Yeah, we're good.
We're doing good.
Well, my name is Zico Johnson, and I call all the way from Australia. And a couple of minutes ago, I joined the live, and I followed all the conversation, and it sounded really good for our country. But there are a couple of things that I really want to point out. I know you guys are concluding now. First, I'm going to start with the issue of Yeke Kaluba. I think this is exactly why we all call it on when the people talk about war, economic crime code. It's necessary in Liberia because we want to set that precedent that people who will come after the next generation will definitely understand that it is extremely important to always do good and not doing the wrong thing so that you can be judged tomorrow. We started with this Yeke Kaluba, building the foundation of allowing Yeke to masquerade the corridor or anywhere in the country and insult and go free. And we said, oh yeah, that was the right thing. I'm guilty of what I'm saying because I personally made a post before now on my Facebook page, but somewhere else, mentioning Yeke is doing well. I will be honest with anybody to say that Yeke is good when it comes to accountability. A person who I can vouch for and say, Yeke and Mary Bro, I'm a best politician in the sense that they stand for corruption. They want to see things working. But on the contrary, Yeke going over and over, insulting reputable people, our mothers and sisters in Liberia. I think it's far from civilization. And we can sit back and allow one man to create or denigrate the entire country reputation. I think this is unfair and we should find remedy. If we don't do that, it will be difficult to handle Yeke because we did it for Georgia. He insulted every other beautiful, ugly, or reputable lady that you have talking to in the government, even to the president wife. Now, traditionally, Yeke from Lofa, there's no way Yeke Koluba should go along with the person referred to her uncle to even say a word to her uncle or to her uncle wife. That's a big abomination traditionally. But now because the foundation was set up with Yeke.
Thank you.
Because the foundation. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, cash. I am fasting too.
Yeah.
Yeke feels entitled.
You know, people keep saying, "Oh, we dress the devil. We dress the devil." Yeah, everybody dress the devil. So you should let the devil to keep dancing out of control. Pull him back in the room and undress him.
Yeke need to show proof when he go to the hotel with him. Where to and then what?
No, but you see, Yeke, for me personally, let me tell you this. And I'm gonna go with what Amy said, right? Yeke is the kind of guy who, for whatever reason, District Number 10 decided to make him a representative. And they always go with this one phrase that says the only cardinal tax for a representative is representation, oversight, and lawmaking. All right, that's all these men are doing. Okay, and Yeke is a guy who, to be quite honest, like this is part of Yeke's whole strategy. All right.
Yeah.
He does not have anything anything substantive to bring to the table.
Absolutely.
If you put Yeke in a room, where let's say you put Yeke in a room, like they will do it in school, right? Where the professor just split us like, okay, Ture, you go this and so group. Yeke is the kind of guy who will just stand at the back and just be watching what people do, right? But he's not contributing to anything. But you want to take credit. They want to take credit for group work. Yeah. And when it gets really, really difficult, where Yeke see that he's not contributing, then Yeke go to his bag. And that bag is to what? To distract. And that bag is to find fault with anything that is faultless. You tell me now, where is Yeke getting this outrage from? What is it that this government is doing right now that is upsetting?
Exactly. That's my point.
Where he just switched from being a supporter to absolutely becoming
what is he doing?
A villain in a blink of an eye. So
because that's the strategy.
Yeke survive in chaos.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to go back to his days as a child, soldier, all of that stuff. We all know that was chaotic. And there where he can become a real star. So he will create the same scene that people should look at as a villain, that he's fighting for the Liberian people. But we all know that he's not fighting for the Liberian people, because at the end of the day, for 6 years, Yeke was telling us how bad Jowia was. And not even 6 months. Then he telling the Liberian people
how bad, no devil when you're addressing that devil.
How bad, JMB is. And the Liberian people are not going to buy that, because the Liberian people have not even experienced that yet. Seriously. And we pray to God that that's not even the case. But Yeke need to understand that you can only fool some people for some time. Oh. Like Bob Marley said.
Everybody eyes are open.
Everybody all of the time. I'll stop there. Thank you.
Because nobody sees anything going on. Nobody sees anything happening to Yeke for him to be
doing. And this is important.
Started.
This is important. And I think we look forward to seeing what happens at the level of the legislature, because the action, though the lawmakers' communication was basically about the conduct of Representative Yeke Koluba and his outburst against the president, but the central point of focus here, the central idea here is that they are looking at the integrity of the House. Can they expel Yeke? Yes. All
And
right.
make him go to anger management
You know,
classes.
in the police, they got something called the professional standard division.
Right.
So if you are a police officer, though the simple man down there can grab you and take action against you, but if you did something that contravenes the very uniform, the ethics of the uniform you wear at that division, the people can deal with you very well. You know,
Exactly. Absolutely.
so that's the same with the legislature.
And Nelson, every
Nelson.
organization, every institution is guided by something we call ethics.
Yeah.
Okay. And once you violate that, guess what? That house can actually do, they can self-regulate now, right? And when they take, I think it takes 2/3. That's all they need to expel that guy.
Yeah. Okay, can I ask a question? My question here is, what's the difference from expelling Yeke and not paying Yeke like the George Weah government did? It's not still
No.
going to stop Yeke from being Yeke.
No,
Expelling
the
Yeke
point
is
here
like
is
stopping him from
You
doing
asked a question.
She asking her question and answering.
So
Are you
with
asking questions?
expulsion, Marie, when they expel that man, the man will not be lawmaker anymore.
You will not be lawmaker anymore.
Yeah.
Expel.
And I'm not saying,
You will
right?
not be a member of that house, but if you withhold a salary, then there should be some legal
You know, be
basis.
suspended. Yeah.
All right, and that's where the code comes in. It's from that point that you saw they had to go to court under the previous administration, and then the court had to rule, oh, you pay the man, and then there was this back and forth. But
look, if JMB ready, right? JMB can actually sue that man for defamation.
I'm telling you, it was
the president cannot sue,
The
and the
president will
president
not sue,
cannot
but
be
his wife
sued.
can sue.
His wife.
Okay,
So this
his
thing
wife,
is convoluted. It's
the
convoluted.
first lady,
The president that born my
can
baby
sue
name for
Yeke
me.
The
You will
first
tell
lady
me.
go on
defamation,
location.
right? For
Okay.
defamation, for claiming that her children are not that of the president.
That's a
Exactly.
great allegation.
You know what I mean? Look, you cannot be making joke
You
out of
just
these
say
things,
anything.
right? They can sue that man for defamation. They can subpoena Yeke. They can subpoena his phone record. And we can even find out that you're even communicating with that school girl.
We got plenty of tentens.
You know what I'm saying?
But
But look, at the end of the day, look, Liberia
Pulling for more than what he have made over his years and years of being
That's why he doesn't want to bring his wife in the country. He want to lie, create chaos, and say, "Baby, they still chasing us, so you gotta stay
Guys,
out."
I want to say thank you. I want to say thank you to everyone tonight. Thank you very much for
man.
show. It's been a great show today. And we look forward to having a beautiful show tomorrow. Just
Let's
before
do
we
the
go.
birthday now.
Just before we go. Yeah, no, we're not going
I'm
like that.
gonna confulate him back there.
Birthday, Nelson, don't play me tonight.
Nelson, somebody else used my wall. Somebody said. Nelson, somebody said the situation is convoluted.
Yeah.
Where is that?
I was gonna confulate Nelson back there. Leave him.
It's given queen of queen.
Rather is confulated. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
You can
man.
just frisk it.
It's in your head, man. It's in your head.
Baby.
Yeah, man. No, but enough is enough, man.
I say I'm sleeping now. Emmanuel, my voice, but not fool you. Yeah,
we can live with this. A lawmaker should be someone that should be an
Stan,
inspirational figure.
what he did wasn't a freedom of speech. It was somebody's character. That's not what the president advisor says to him.
So,
you get freedom of speech. You can say things you want, but not malign somebody's character. Saying that somebody's China for them, somebody's husband. I mean, that China for that husband. That's a grave allegation. That's not freedom of speech. Oh God.
So what?
Okay, guys,
I will get rich for free, but people that
guys, just before we go, I want to say thanks to everyone tonight. It's been a great show, and we want to do this special birthday greeting for
this.
EJ
has a birthday. My baby.
Amy Boo right there. I love that picture.
So, Ami has been taking all those photos,
wow.
of the guy.
Handsome
The
boy.
guy hoping everything. She can take a picture.
Wow.
But happy
That's my
birthday.
baby, y'all.
Happy birthday, buddy.
Happy birthday,
How many
EJ.
years? How many years?
That's
Is
his
he?
10th birthday. See the boy in purple suit?
Oh, you
Wow.
go, boy. Double DJ Boo.
Oh, wow.
Happy birthday to you, EJ.
Happy birthday, EJ.
EJ
Happy
gonna
birthday,
die.
man.
EJ been waiting for his picture. He tired.
EJ, we love you.
Happy
And
birthday.
wish him all the best as he celebrates
Happy birthday, kid.
10th birthday today. And
Yes, I'm getting old.
We trust
Big
Amy gonna
10.
take care of you, Boo. Double DJ.
Oh, yeah.
Amy should have
That's
sold
mama's
that.
boy. Huh?
Should have.
Oh, I'm at the sweet too. Where?
and we also want to say, folks,
No, I'm just saying, he's too young. He too young to have that kind of.
Oh yeah, show me tomorrow on Safari.
you can join our sister Shirley
Oh,
on Safari Testify.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's a great platform, a unique show she has. You can join her. Her guest will be who will be your guest tomorrow, Shirley?
So I have two guests tomorrow. I have Emmanuel and I have Mr. Tote from East Africa, and Emmanuel is in New York.
Okay.
So looking forward to a great testimony show tomorrow.
Yeah.
Fantabulous. That's good.
You guys can follow. It's gonna be streamed on your page, right?
Yeah, so I go live on my page, but it goes live on Gospel Safari, but you get to watch it on my page as well. So
Okay.
So invite your friend, invite someone at 6 p.m. Central Time.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
So,
I'll definitely follow. I'll follow.
Our
Today,
brother
I thought he left Fantabulous in a campaign.
Our brother Francis also has an educational show he runs. I think
man.
recess time. I think it's recess time or something. So you can catch up with Francis as well. And a lot of birthday greetings. Let's say birthday wishes coming up for EJ. Oh.
EJ,
thank you guys.
Yes, he's so cute.
He is so handsome.
Says, happy birthday.
He gotta have one more because now see you didn't show my baby something good. One more tomorrow.
Birthday, buddy. Oh wow.
On spoon today.
Yeah, he showed it on spoon, but yeah.
He did?
Yeah, on the first show. I saw
man, why didn't I tell him? He's been waiting to see it, but he fell asleep.
What that person say? Ture knew something was what?
Coming for Amy.
Ture, Fantabulous.
When he gets home, Ture, when he gets home, he be like, I'll be like, who's that? He say, your oldest son. I said, who told you are my son? You're adopted. I am? I'm adopted.
Fantabulous is a word.
I said, yeah, you are.
So he gets shocked when you tell him he's adopted. But
my sister Queen.
Steam is asking a very important question. Steam.
This is the question. Let me read it the way and Steam said it. Emil.
You get Marshall. I hear someone is selling 2,200.
Oh yeah, Emil, I true. Still want to stop politics. Please do not stop politics here tonight, please.
I plead the fifth, Steve.
2,200 for what? An acre?
Yeah.
No, it's 2,000. No, it's not the price. It's just how many acres.
It's how many acres
and the
of
price
land.
is at 1,800. So it's like million plus.
I need to go check on my land.
Then the question is, you sure you get land, Amy?
See, sure. I need to go check on my land. This is serious.
That is sure. That's for sure.
Guys, we are going now. I want to say thanks to everyone. It's been a great show.
Thank
you, my viewers,
I will be watching out for you tomorrow.
You're right, miss. The person should be here, but for not covering the girls.
I mean, Nelson, I come with my midnight t-shirt here. I put your special t-shirts for the midnight show.
Oh,
gonna,
that would be great.
you're gonna
And
send it to us?
interestingly,
Medium.
I was just thinking about that. It's a good thing that
Oh my gosh, I should have looked for that business a long time ago.
Well, hey, look,
Hey, Ture already taking it.
I got
That's
you.
okay,
I will.
I'll
You know
buy it
what?
still.
How about this? Send me an address and I'll ship each
Yeah,
them on the top one.
and there's a serious, right?
Ture.
So great. Look, here's the thing, right?
I
We
want
have a
medium. You're Mel Nelson
have
unto me, yeah.
So Nelson. Yeah, Nelson, go ahead.
Why?
Oh, so I mean, it's a real good idea. So we have a great platform, right? So if we can work around this is one of the ways that we can even have our followers to engage with us, and you guys are up there. You come again?
Fundraising?
Not
I mean,
what are you talking
they
about?
can buy to support the midnight program. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they
Like
can buy the
all the little
t-shirts.
things.
We can sell the t-shirts and give back.
Yeah, so we can discuss in the background, but Ture, that's a great one. Thank you very much. We appreciate you. And
Mary, you got law, but you not make it.
No, that team making me laugh in the chat room. Oh. Like something else.
Okay, guys, have a good. Yeah, Ture, you want to say something? Just
No, that queen. That queen saying the follower needs some t-shirt too. Yeah,
But that's what we'll sell the t-shirt.
Yeah, Queen will sell it to you. Matter of fact, with the need, yes, I think at 25 you'll buy it.
You must just put Fantabulous behind her on a t-shirt.
Fantabulous and convoluted.
Oh, convoluted.
Look, Ray, I don't know where you took this convoluted thing from, but it's taking over the show. Someone said,
I use that word.
And that's it for that English gigaboo. I know.
Intellectual jigaboo.
I mean, no, say your song convoluted birthday wishes.
But look, Nancy, they gotta use the word convoluted.
No, trouble.
They gotta use the word convoluted. Gibson, when he use it, he said, I'm not gonna numbers are convoluted.
Doing the election, right?
Yeah. Election like bro is very interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I think one of the best times to be in the country doing election time.
Y'all say you on mine? Oh yeah, you are supposed to work later on today. Or maybe you tired.
Yeah, man, guys, I gotta go. Yeah, I will not remind you.
Well, Queen said convoluted in the back, Fantabulous in the front.
In the front.
We gotta charge you double for that, Queen.
Somebody said they want you to put Vasco is convoluted on there. No, Vasco is convoluted in this show. Vasco said they took the other ministry on a pay, they put it on the other ministry, they put everything together, then they bring it at me.
So
why you go to other one from that?
You see why I get eat monkey?
Nothing,
you're not here my head on that.
What is that?
I mean, the monkey doing push up and set up.
You see why I can't eat monkey? This thing acts like your cousin. Okay?
No, I mean, look.
Who is that cousin?
Human being. Who is that stuff?
Any animal that exhibits human behaviors or human characteristics, I don't mess with you. I don't even eat you.
Sure. That thing is scary.
That animal can take more push-up than me. I need to step on my push-up.
Girl, the way you talking smooth.
Okay, I have a video of Shirley. I have a video of Shirley taking push-up. You want to see that video? Let's
monkey.
You don't have the video. I double dare you.
I got a video.
I double dare you. Show it.
Shirley, get it. They pull around one side. and she's taking push-up on the other side.
I double dare you, show it.
And the camera, and the anyway.
That monkey got more skills than some
Now
of
see,
us.
he got no proof of that stuff he talking right there.
No
Well,
evidence.
guys,
Again,
the
I have
people
a
in the comments are so bad. So bad.
Those people don't put they are
Well,
they
they
are
say,
the
Maria,
real
I don't
MVP.
get to see the comment when I'm using my phone. I don't like that. I like to use.
Somebody say the monkey act like Josh. I know that Josh. We are all like
Oh my god.
They
Oh
need
my
to be
god.
specific. What Josh are
But
they
Will,
talking about?
Mario, where?
Yes, I, a special one from the CEO, stand coming with the spoon. And your boy, Friday the Southern Band.